Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Melos Machina. We hope that you have had a fantastic week, and we hope that you are ready for tonight's episode. I have very little preamble for this, so it's just, hey, friends. Hello. How's it going?
Hi, Scott.
Hi,
Totally normal this week.
I'm so mad at you!
All right, this is why we play the game.
Hurt our baby boy.
You hurt any of the baby boys.
Which one's the baby boy?
All of them.
All the baby boys.
I want to see Lady Elaine up there with a freaking sword in
Oh,
hand.
yeah.
Crossbow slinging from underneath the dress.
Honestly,
Let's
I
go.
believe in that. I'm waiting for it.
I believe.
Yeah.
Every single one of the people on this boat is a hidden badass.
Right?
Yeah.
Before we get into those badass, a few quick reminders that first off, if you are a fan of the channel, always be sure to, on whatever platform, either hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow us, or subscribe to us. There's so many different.
There's so many.
Just hit the
Yeah.
buttons,
Smack
see
the
what
button.
happens.
Literally
Hit
smack
the button.
As long as it doesn't
Smack
say
the button.
unfollow or unsubscribe,
Yeah.
hit
Or
it.
report.
Yeah, definitely don't hit
that
report.
one.
Feel free to report us. Whatever. We'll just fight it.
All
We're
press
good at
is
fighting.
good press, right?
Sure, that's how Twitch works. Yeah.
No.
But before we get into the episode, a quick word from the continuing sponsor of our show.
It's me.
Ben.
Literally
No,
Ben.
we are thanking our lovely returning supporter of Melos Machina, our sponsor, Cantrip Candles. Cantrip Candles are soy-based candles made here in Los Angeles, and they are designed to immerse and inspire you in your TTRPGs. You know what else is badass?
What?
Not just the people on this boat, but the fact that Autumn Festival returns this Friday.
Yo,
Which
seriously?
is a date, the 16th.
Uh-huh, sure
It is a date.
So go to cantripcandles.com, use our code APAC to get 10% off your order, and or stop by the store if you're there. It's local.
Just freaking do it, okay?
It's a lovely shop.
Yeah.
Does the code work in person?
No, that's an
You just
online
you
only
whisper it into the
You can say
the person checking you out's
you could
ear.
say we know you from APAC, and then I'd be like, yes.
There you go. There you go.
Can't
you
use Bitcoin in real
you
life.
point at
Can't
them
use
and then you
it.
say
Here,
and then you
smell
whisper
this.
back into their ear. And it's not weird.
This
It
is
is.
what, this is
Like
what
it.
procrastination looks like. Or like just delaying.
Yeah, I
ready.
don't want to. Can we go back
Go
to
to
vacation?
cantripcandles.com. The end. Thank you for sponsoring us again. Also, sorry that we're delaying this. Back to you.
I'm not sorry.
Alrighty, well, players, are we ready to dive into tonight's
No.
episode?
Yeah.
Was that
Come
a
on.
pun or was that a question?
Night swim?
Night swim. Water fight!
So,
Ugh, my nightmare. My nightmare.
This is a matter of debate.
when last we met our adventurers, they had returned to Wayland's Wait House and were invited to share a late nightcap and conversation with the elegant and captivating Lady Elaine. The next morning, they boarded the lock jumper and finally began their journey south, upriver, to the Crestview Inn, to Venture, along with 3 new passengers, a dwarven couple last seen enjoying a meal at the Crestview Inn, a wide-eyed Zachary, who, upon conquering his nerves with the help of Duathy, introduced himself to Andy, bombarded her with questions, took a sacred oath with Finn's coaxing.
That he did.
The day's travel went well. Until now. It is still dark, with the below deck softly lit by the evening lanterns, and the sounds of a scuffle are what have awoken you. With that, I believe last time I asked for everyone's passive perceptions.
Yes.
Or no, we rolled, I think.
You
Oh, yes.
rolled, I believe it was.
Who
Just
had-
me.
Just you?
me
Yeah.
did not wake up.
Failed.
But I was saying I was waking him up.
Oh, gotcha. So everyone else had woken
And I
up
had
except
tapped
for
my
you.
stick.
The sounds that you had heard were the heavy footsteps. And then and a splash of water.
I want to throw everything.
What are we doing?
The second I heard it, I was getting my armor on and grabbing.
All right, it will take you 10 minutes to put on your heavy armor.
Really 10? Okay.
Mhm.
That's a real pain.
Eichen looks super breezy, beautiful cover girl, and does not put on his armor, but does grab his shield and spear.
Okay.
Yeah. How long does it take to don light armor?
Light armor?
Yeah.
Let's double check.
Pretend that I'm a wee squishy baby and I'm on the right light armor.
Oh, my armor class.
And don't look at that.
Well, you could stay down.
Done.
I'd start without you.
For 10 minutes?
No.
It will take you 1 minute to put on light armor.
Never mind. We're just going.
I think I will glance up at the two of them and seeing everybody kind of rummaging about, grab my rapier and my short sword, and immediately, as silently as possible, make for the stairs leading up decks.
Okay, so you rushing towards you, silently moving. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Also, I had asked you all of this off camera for my 3 trance sleepers
Yeah.
about the time that you had gone to bed. I know the 2 of you gave me an answer. What time did you say?
9.
Roughly 9? Okay.
He's a square.
You have received the benefits of your rest.
Great.
I don't believe you prepare spells, correct?
Technically, but
Okay.
not from a lot of them.
Okay. So unable to prepare your spells for the day. Essentially, you have what you have from the day before. Everyone else's rest has been interrupted.
Cool. I rolled a 7 on my stealth check. The natural 1 on the dice, but not terrible.
It is the first time that you are finding yourself having to move with this degree of silence on a moving object of this nature. So as you go down the hall, there's just a little sway of movement left and right, which gives you step on some wood and it creaks softly. It's not incredibly loud, but it is less silent than you are used to moving.
Imagine a sudden wave kind of tips me into the door to the galley, and it swings open slightly, and I'll just kind of steady myself and muster the muscle forward to continue towards the steps.
As you are in the galley, you can see, as you look about in this area, you see Zachary sleeping in his cot,
Jesus Christ.
and 2 empty cots.
It was fine. Fucking.
2 empty cots. Okay.
You were rushing in. Were you ahead or behind?
I feel like we would have taken separate staircases. Because it's the 2 up on the side,
To get
right?
into, you essentially get to the galley, and from there, there's a split that you can
Yeah,
do.
so I would have been like right behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would also like to be coming soon.
Okay.
Around this time.
Yeah,
But we
I
can
would
talk,
be-
we'll deal with that then.
Of course.
Waking up Finn and
Wake you up, Finn.
Be trying to wake up.
Yeah, at this point, you're.
Oh, what?
Getting to one of the staircases, making your way up. Are you to the left or to your right?
I'll say the right.
To the right
I'll
and
go left.
Going left. So the 2 of you head up. Pull up the map here.
It's fine.
but
You are about halfway up, and Duathi, you at this point you would be coming roughly to the main area of the storage in the galley. When a scream pierces through the aft of the ship from down below.
I would like to start heading that direction, and as I go, I would like to take an action to activate my spores.
Okay. How long do those last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, cool. As rushing towards, essentially, both of you hear this scream coming from you from your left, you from your right, into the interior of the ship in the center.
So the thudding and the splashing was from above. We hear a shrill scream from below.
I look to Dwarthy. see to the lady and Claudine. Make sure they're safe.
All right. If I have time as I'm continuing to move to take another action, I would like to become invisible.
Okay. At this point, you are rushing towards the
The
hallway that leads into the aft, which you have yet to visit. But you know from your time now on this boat, it leads into the 2 private quarters below deck. You heading up top? And you
I'm gonna
heading up top as well still?
trust Duathi and head up top as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start with the 2 of you. As you rush up top, you see Aaron at your feet. It is dark. There is dim light that is illuminating the ship from the 2 lanterns on the bow and the stern. At your feet there is a body in the middle of the doorway leading out from the stairs. As you come up the other side, you can see a body resting right in front of the opposite archway. At this point you hear,
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna get into like full battle defensive, almost like battle medic vibes. Getting down with a shield and heading towards that body.
okay.
I'll look around for wherever those sounds are coming from.
Sure, as you look across, you can actually see on the railing opposite from you, you've got a good angle. You see Hutch at the edge of the railing, his hand crossbow, firing shots into the water, loading, firing a second. You hear a soft splash as the bolts hit the water.
That's worse.
Are we kind of like in pseudo initiative?
Pseudo initiative, we haven't rolled it just yet.
Bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
So like I'm still wearing my tabard, but as that blows in the wind, the vines kind of gather around me spectrally.
Okay. How long does that one last?
10 minutes.
Perfect. And you were heading towards the body directly in front of you. While Aiken is coming towards the body that is directly in front of you in the archway, do you want to be doing anything else?
I will run up to Hutch. Seeing Aiken approach, I will leave the medicine to those with experience, and I'll run up to Hutch and I will run up. It's like, what's happening? We heard screams.
So, I got one of them, but, well, look. And as he gestures, there is a wall of black. You can see from either side to either side the coast of the river, the water, and then emptiness.
What is that?
It just went up. It went up right after they went over.
What?
That.
Wait, the captain, right?
I think.
All hands?
I think he's fine. Captain! And as he gestures up, you see the captain is there, hands open, and a bolt of flame just being held in his hand, waiting, looking. No one else at the helm.
Is there anyone else on deck that can aid us?
I think, look after the boys. At this point, cutting back to you. Going over to inspect the body. You go over to it. What would you like to do?
I want to check for a pulse.
All right, go over to Feel. Give me a medicine check.
That'll be a 19.
19. Unconscious, but alive.
Okay. I would like to pump 10 hit points from my lay on hands
Okay.
into this body.
Mm-hmm. They're laying face down. So you recognize from the clothing this to be Jeffrin.
Jeffrin. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just kind of ease him onto his back as I put the lay on hands.
As you do, just, ugh. Oh. Did we get him?
Tenuous situation.
Oh no.
I know you're hurt, but go rally the others. We can fight.
Wait, rouse the others?
Anyone on board who is able-bodied.
Yeah, you're looking at us.
Okay.
Cutting down to the rest of you. Duathi, coming into the hallway. You see Claudine standing by one of the open doors, hand covering her mouth.
Time being, especially considering I'm invisible, I would like to try and look past her and see if I can ascertain what she is looking at.
She's looking into the room opposite of her. The door appears to be open.
Alright, can I get past her to get into the room, or is the hallway too narrow?
The hallway's fairly narrow. She's in the doorway, so you could get by. If you wanted to be unnoticed, there would be a stealth check.
I just don't want to start. Actually, you know what? She and I have... Well, no, she might scream and something might be on the boat. Using an ability breaks the invisibility, doesn't it?
Depends on what the ability does.
Give me a quick second. It is my teleportation.
You're not casting a spell, are
I'm
you?
not casting a spell. Let me double check invisibility.
While Duathi is weighing her options,
Yeah,
you've woken up Finn.
Yeah. I'll, as I'm kind of shaking him, cast heroism on him immediately.
Okay.
And just say, there's something going on up on the deck.
With the surge of heroism and probably the scream happening around the same time,
You have a jolt of energy.
instantly awake. I'm up. I'll fish pal out from underneath my pillow, where I keep him at night, or keep them. And immediately start flipping through and apply mage armor to myself. Where are we going? What's going on?
I guess up on deck, but carefully.
All right,
We don't really know what's going on.
let's move.
Okay.
Start moving towards up deck.
Okay. As you are leaving, Duathi.
I'm going to teleport faster. I'm burning through everything right now, but here you go.
So, as the hallway is, you have a full. The hallway ends at a dead end, and you've got doors on either side, one to the right and one to the left.
I'm going to go into her room where she is looking.
Okay. Looking into the room opposite of hers?
The one that she is looking
Yes, so she is standing in her doorway looking into the room opposite of hers.
Got it. Okay, yeah. And well, actually, in that case, I don't need to get past her. I'm just going to go past.
Okay.
I don't. I'll take the stealth check just to not
Okay.
startle her. Do I have advantage on this because I'm invisible?
You do not, because this is not a sight-based thing. This is sound that you're making.
Fair enough. Okay. 21.
21. Okay. As you step past without a sound, you're standing directly in front of Claudine now as she looks in, and you can see the Lady Elaine. She is sitting on the edge of her bed, eyes wide. She is covered in blood and has a dagger in her hand.
Is she
As
alive?
she,
Is she alive?
oh, she's standing there. Appears to be in shock. She actually looks up at you. Says, I just thought that they came so quickly, and I think I'm lucky to be alive.
I'll drop the invisibility.
And Claudine behind you says, "Are you all right? Well, I think that you are lucky. Yes. And there's a moment where she steps forward, and you can feel her bump into you.
Well, actually, though, the 6 seconds I'm corporeal now, probably. No, I didn't teleport. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So she bumps right into you, and there is a moment of just a.
Hold on. It is me, Duati. I am invisible right now. It is okay.
As you are you looking at the lady or
The
Claudine?
lady. Whoever knocked into me.
Claudine behind you knocked into you.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting so turned around. Yes, to Claudine, I'm going to. It is me, Duati. We've met a few times. I'm in the back.
And as you were saying this, she just.
Girl, help.
Oopsies.
Well, that was not the goal.
No.
I just to keep this myself going with this just a little bit longer. Lady Elaine, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
All right. I know you probably can't see me. What happened?
I woke up to a hand on my mouth, and I think they were trying to rob me or kill me. I don't know which, but they were looking for something, and well, they took my bags, and in the shock, in a moment as they were looking away, I was able to stab one of them. And
Who was it?
I don't know. The two, the dwarven couple that had joined us.
Are you hurt?
She takes a moment. She drops the dagger. It clanks to the ground. Feels her neck, and no, I'm fine.
I'm going to go up to the top. Would you please see to Claudine?
Yes.
Okay, I'm leaving now. I know you can't tell. And I'm going to walk away.
As you walk away, the two of you back on deck.
I think seeing this bank of darkness in the distance, I'm going to immediately try and scan the water surface for any unnatural movement, anything coming to or from the boat, as well as. Spatially, are we more to the forward part of the deck or more towards the aft?
You're pretty much in the center. You are where the stairs leading up to the aft deck are, which end closer to the aft, but mainly in the
I
center
want to
of
start
the
heading
ship.
towards the front of the boat, then,
Okay.
in the direction we are heading, and trying to scan all of the water for any type of anybody swimming, any movement underneath the water.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a. Let's be a perception. Give me an intelligence-based perception if you'd like. Essentially a long-range investigation.
Long range investigation.
Beyond scope.
That will be an 18.
An 18. All right. As you are moving forward and scanning across the water, there's a lot of ripples in the water, and in water this vast, there's a lot of motion. It is not by any means still, especially with it having a flow, the counterflow having a flow to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
You do notice that as you move, this darkness stays it stays stationary, and it doesn't move like the rest of the environment that you're looking at, and it is slowly actually drifting towards the back of the ship. As you look into the water, you can see remnants of ripples that are leading out, going against the flow of the water. Be something similar to the wake of a small boat.
Heading towards the blackness, I'm guessing? Or can I tell?
Coming out from it.
Interesting.
At this point, without any command, the sails of the ship furl up.
At that point, I will travel quickly up towards the captain and just kind of be on his back.
As you head up, it says, I appreciate what you've done to my boy. You can see he's now, he has stepped away from holding the flame and has his hand on the helm of the ship, but is still peering out at the darkness.
Were we attacked, or was it from within?
It was sudden, but from within. So, do you know if anyone else is hurt down below? We've,
I only saw Jeffrin, but sounded like Hutch had it pretty well covered.
All right. At this point, the two of you have come up above deck. You're now on the main deck. Duathi trailing behind momentarily.
Is the magical darkness, or whatever darkness, pretty much immediately apparent upon stepping up on deck?
With you, as you step onto the deck, you look out and you have the dim light of the ship that you can see, and then it is just darkness beyond the ship.
Right, no dark vision. That's great. Yeah, I think I'd just look around, try to assess the situation, see where our friends are and who needs aid.
Looking about, you see Jeffrin, who is standing and has kind of not limping, but painfully stepping over towards where Hutch is on the rail. Hutch there, he's now lowered his hand crossbow and just, damn bastards. I've always hated bringing guests on this ship. No offense.
None taken.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What those?
I don't know. I can't see.
Oh, right. Well, it looks as though a couple of our guests have decided they just wanted to give a nice farewell to our hospitality and take a sucker punch to Jeffrin and jump ship.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
good riddance then, I suppose. What do you need from us?
Well, at this point, Captain, and he looks up past you. What's the word? What are we doing? He looks down. Well, hold position for now. We gotta take stock of what we have, take stock of everyone's safety, and figure out how to go from here. Just, we're on a current anchor as it stands.
Right. What should we do, Andy?
I don't really know. I guess let's just stay up here and see where we can be helpful.
Duathi, you have come on deck.
Can I see what is the magic of the boat? What I'm assuming now, listening to what I am assuming. Can Duathi see that?
The darkness?
Yeah.
Very much.
At that point, I then will, might as well. I will drop the invisibility then at this point and walk out onto the deck. It is the lady, Elaine. They took her bags. She managed to get one of them, but
She all right?
shaken.
Sure.
Poor Claudine fainted, but that's sort of my fault.
Okay.
You have to fill us in later.
Yeah.
Elaine, she's okay?
Not hurt, just upset. But it looks like they were looking for something in her room and they took all of her things.
I instinctively my hand goes around the box that's strapped to me.
Yeah.
It is
Wait.
still there.
Where would our cart be with our stuff?
The cart has been strapped to the midship at this point.
Is that somewhere I can check?
From here? Yeah, you glance over, the cart is still there.
Okay. And it looks like our things are still
There's
in
still
there.
From
a
here,
bundle in the bag.
it looks like how you left it. But,
Okay. Can I go check it?
yeah, by all means.
Okay.
As you head on up, going to investigate the cart, pulling back the because you'd covered it with blankets
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Pulling it back, it appears intact.
Okay.
I think as we start moving away from the darkness. I will track with it and try and keep distance. And as soon as I see Finn pop up, I'm going to touch the end of my rapier, cast light, hold it up, and I'll be like, Finn, what is this?
As you look, the light is casting over a section of a wall of darkness. What's the range on light?
20 feet bright light, an additional 20 feet dim light beyond that.
Ooh.
Some magic talking.
I will say the perspective is very difficult from here. And as you lift your light, as you look out, you just see the light emanating and then darkness.
I don't know what I'm looking at, Aaron, but if you got any more detail.
Just some sort of unnaturally floating void in space. I cannot see anything beyond. I cannot see anything beyond 40 feet, it seems.
How often can you cast that?
As many times as you want.
Hey, Hutch,
Yep.
can you cast it on a bolt?
I'll touch a bolt on his crossbow.
I
Can
think I
you
see what you
shoot?
mean, yep. As he fires off a bolt, it flies. And as it goes, and actually, let me look up the range on his hand crossbow.
Yes, and Scott do a lot of math.
Range math,
That's
range
the game
math.
we're playing.
Uh-huh.
Math rocks.
Range math minus math rocks, but we're doing all the math. Adding the numbers together, or minusing in some cases.
Some light trigonometry.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Okay. As it goes, it flies and it begins to falter, but as it starts to fall, you do see the light suddenly hit a black wall.
Oh,
And
that is a problem. I start flipping through the pages of my spellbook, and I don't know what I got to. No. And I'll scribble into PAL. What is dark void?
What is dark void?
give me an Arcana check.
Cool.
Pal? Question mark. What is dark void? Question mark.
Oh, that was a 25.
25. Oh yeah. As you write in "What is dark void," a dictionary definition of essentially as if it was from a spell book that you had once read of the spell darkness.
Yeah, this is a problem. I don't think I got anything for this.
Great.
Well, in that case, perhaps it is best if we try and figure out where they are going.
I guess.
And at this point, it has essentially stopped moving, or at least the ship has stopped moving.
Having tracked the arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and from my guardsman training,
Mhm.
hopefully, can I garner an estimated guess about how far that crossbow bolt would have gotten based off of what I know of like Hutch and
Yeah.
seems like a good shot. I don't know.
Target practice.
Yeah.
Like, how far down
He
range?
seems like a cool dude.
He seems like a dude. That terrifies me just a little.
Just a little.
Oh, actually, everyone's dark vision. What are your ranges?
Got
60 all around.
Let me double check.
Yeah.
Yep, 60.
Okay.
You know, I'm not. Oh, there it is, 60 feet. Yeah.
Okay. From best as you can tell, this the blackness is roughly at least it starts 50 feet away.
Okay. We're closer than I'd like, but we should check with the lady if we need to retrieve those bags, if there's anything that she needs.
Right.
I can keep an eye up here if anyone wants to go look. I've got pretty sharp eyes for this kind of thing.
Okay.
But
Can I get?
is there
We can go.
Yeah, Finn and I can go down.
is there any place around here that they would be going?
We've been on the water for a day.
I'll look towards the captain.
Over a day now, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any place in this area that maybe a village, an outpost?
Villages, no, nothing like that. It's mostly open, but I mean, there is one place. If yeah, those ruins you were interested in, we're pretty close.
Hey, maybe we'll get to see them after all.
Can I do a quick perimeter run of the entire boat just to look for any hangers on, any type of forced entry, like through a window or a porthole?
Sure. From above deck, above deck, you'd be able to get anything on the railing, but for any sort of portholes or opening below deck, you would need to go
Head
down below.
Okay.
As you are preparing to skim around, you hear a voice coming from behind and from many of you, beneath and in front. If going after that wouldn't actually be too much out of the question. Who's on the main deck?
I think all of us.
All of us.
As now. As of
Were
now.
you up with the captain? All right, so you're on the above deck.
Right.
Oh, then we're on the below deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're on the above deck.
For those of you on the main deck or below deck, as you look back, you see the Lady Elaine standing, and her hand is on the doorway. Doesn't appear as though she's using it to lean, but more of just a support.
Okay.
What was taken from me has great sentimental value, and I truly wouldn't mind having it back.
Okay.
And Captain, I'm sure you wouldn't mind having a little bit of payback for your son. Yeah, I think you got that right.
All right.
What are you proposing?
I mean, we should go after him, but we should probably wait. Well, time is of the essence, though.
Is that your blood?
No, it's one of theirs.
Good.
Hurt now.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
thought that we go.
And
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. When you say one of theirs,
Assailants in the night. Two of them, the two dwarves that had joined us.
right? We can't just go after sentimental value. Is there anything that you can tell us?
I will pay you handsomely.
I do like that. But
You
more
were just saying I needed work.
than anything, they need to know that what they did, they have to pay for that.
I'm going to go downstairs and start putting on my armor.
With this conversation, do you still want to be doing your?
Yeah, I just want. I want to look for any type of. Like. I'm gonna look for any type of way that they would have. That there would have been like communication about from our boat to whatever that was. Like, was there any type of like handkerchief or rope or specific lantern held?
Sure. Give me an investigation check. This will essentially have been your
Yeah.
looking about the on deck.
This will be investigation for a soft 20.
Soft 20. As you look about most of the upper deck, you don't see any sort of anything out of the ordinary. It's hard to say with a boat this old. It's well maintained, but there's scuffs and wear and tear on it. Nothing out of place though. No markers of any sort. But as you come over to where Hutch had been standing at the rail, you do actually notice a fairly deep, what looks like a fresh cut into the wooden rail.
Is Like from a grappling hook?
It's much no. A grappling hook would have left a
divot?
exactly a divot. This is much more. It's not clean. It's almost like a tear.
Okay. I'll kind of look to Hutch. Who the hell were the dwarves?
The hell with the dwarves? Well, they were guests on our ship, and that's all I got. Well, that's actually not a lie. I think I did get one of them. Right after they jumped over, I fired as many as I could. Heard one of them go, ow.
Neglected to dine with them. What do they look like? How can we pick them out of a crowd?
Couple of, I don't know, a couple of dwarven...
Long hair, short hair, brown.
Oh,
What do you remember?
It's not my job to remember the crew.
I'll go
or to
downstairs.
the
I'll
guests.
leave. I'll walk away and I'll leave and I'll go downstairs.
All right.
Cool.
Lady Elaine, you said you got one of them. Are they still
Yeah.
here, or did they escape still?
No, I mean, I hit one of them with the bolt.
Ah, so head shape one, Lady Elaine also knifed one, or something bloody?
I don't know if Lady Elaine hitting one, that's new to me.
Yeah, sorry, it seems like Lady Elaine maybe got one as they were taking her stuff.
All right, well then, either one of them is hurt real bad, or both of them are hurt a bit.
It's a
Yeah.
good sign.
I'll kind of point over to her if he can see her, and I mean, it's obvious she has blood on her. So,
This may be melodramatic, but we should go under the premise that Jeffrin is dead. Just maybe shake them a little bit more.
okay.
Well, Jeffrin wasn't, and Tealston looking at Jeffrin, I thought you had taken care of him, healed him.
I'm saying if we go after them, make them think
Oh, I see.
they've killed a child. I mean, I don't know.
At this point, thieves and ruffians, I don't think they care
Yeah,
much about who
I
they
don't
hurt,
know.
but,
Probably not.
and as you are, any of you staring off, looking, the darkness fades.
Okay. We don't know where we are until we have light.
It's a matter of haste and expediency, or better bearings on our surroundings. We can run off into the night, but something tells me it's not the smart move.
Would about a minute have passed? Could I be coming back up with my armor?
Roughly about a minute. And with you down below, did you want to be checking all the
I'm looking for
portholes?
Claudine.
Claudine?
Yeah,
Okay.
specifically.
Yeah. As you head into the back,
Aaron's like, fuck Hutch.
where is he? As you rush into the back, you see Claudine passed out on the floor in her room.
Well,
I
oh,
will.
Lady Elaine just moved her into a room.
I will walk up. I will gently sit her up against the wall of her room, and I will on the cheek.
Okay.
Claudine, there's been an attack on the ship.
You certainly know how to wake a woman.
Well, it seems that dire circumstances call for drastic action. Who are the dwarves?
They bought passage going back to Venture. That's it.
What else did they say? How long were they in Rivers? How long were they in Gladen? What was their business? Did they say anything else?
I don't ask things like that.
Did you get
you buy
names?
passage? Oh my goodness gracious.
Jeffrey almost died because of their presence.
I don't know. They were heading home. They bought tickets and they headed home. Just as you all.
Did they pay in gold? Did they pay in?
Yes, they paid in gold.
Did they seem wealthy? Did they seem tense or nervous?
You ask a lot of a woman. My goodness.
I don't take pleasure cruises just for adventure. I was hoping to leave Gladen as pleasantly as I arrived.
And I don't take this tone kindly. Remember who you're speaking to. My job is to take money, and that is it. Now kindly back off and let me get some water.
I'll walk away.
Okay. Goodness gracious.
Aaron going full taken mode.
I'm gonna, still standing next to the captain. How close can we get to the shore in this boat?
I can get right up to it.
Okay.
It's all the same to you. And with that, he starts pulling the wheel over, and the ship begins to drift.
Great.
Yeah. I mean,
Nothing
let's
like
go after them.
Unless
You don't mind?
if you decide otherwise, I don't think I'm much for one to go off on this adventure and go off on
We need you
a chase. My duty is to the ship. If everyone on board is, well, if everyone else is accounted for, and all is as well as it can be. If all that was taken was the lady's property, well, I leave that on you as to whether or not to go. But I am going to assume a yes on that, and just prepare.
How long till we're ashore?
Not long.
And how long until sunrise?
A while.
Okay.
Nothing like sightseeing ruins at night. But I suppose we better move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will come back up having just put back on my armor. That's marked that I
Yeah,
have
I'm
armor.
It's gonna be a little bit, guys. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Take the time.
No, it's
we'll
fine.
prepare as
Yeah.
best we can.
Yeah.
I think I'll run into Aiken as you are descending.
Oh,
It seems like we're chasing ghosts.
real ones?
No, but we have no information to follow.
They're dwarves.
And the bleeding.
And there's gonna be ruins. I don't.
I
It's
don't
not
think a
gonna
lot of-
be a lot of people.
It's wide open fields. They could go anywhere. I don't like this at all.
I mean, we'll do what we can.
Go prepare. We'll
Yeah.
leave as soon as we're ashore. I'd like to ask Lady Elaine a couple of questions. Meet up back on deck.
Yeah. See you in 10.
Sure. I'll head with Aiken to put on my armor too.
All right.
Looking around deck, is Lady Elaine still up here, or did she go back down?
She's still standing, just taking everything in.
I'd like to calmly and quietly approach. Look, I have a way to track your belongings, but I need to know some specifics, if that's all right.
Of course.
Anything you can tell us about the bags, what was in them? I don't mean to pry, but
Oh, it's well, personal effects, but mostly my journal. It's irreplaceable.
that I understand. I saw your journal, I believe. That same one.
Yes.
Right. Okay, that should give me what I need. Anything else you can tell us? Do you know who these dwarfs were, or why they would have come after your stuff?
I don't.
All right. Well,
I've had my run-in with pickpockets before, but nothing quite like this. This is by far the most drastic.
and you didn't cross paths with them in Gladen, previous meetings or
Any what? I'm sorry.
previous meetings. These dwarfs have they
Oh.
approached you in Gladen? Were they
No, I
staking
never-
you out? Or
No, I haven't spoken to them other than the time here on the ship. Friendly hello. Are you enjoying your travels, and what brought you to Gladen? Conversation.
I have No reason to doubt you. I'll take you at your word, but I'll make an insight check.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Give him the old 1-2.
I trust you.
I trust you.
But
Insight.
do I?
Quick, take a quick second.
That's
Hold
an
still.
18.
An 18?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, she's telling the truth.
All right. Well, look, we can't promise anything, but we'll see what we can do. Please make sure this boat doesn't leave without us.
Of course.
All right.
As much as I would like it back, I would hate to lose. I would hate for anyone else to be put at risk. If this is more than it's too much to ask, I completely understand.
It's not.
Well, yeah, and it seems the captain is on board as well, so since his son was put in danger. So we'll do what we can.
Thank you.
We'll try. We can talk about rewards, any of that, should we make it back, and should we locate your belongings. So, consider it a favor for now.
Thank you.
Is there anything else we should know?
I can't think of anything.
All
I'll
right.
be careful. One of them, again, I had the dagger to my throat, and he was, he was aggressive.
Is he the one you wounded?
Yes.
Did you take his dagger?
Yes,
Okay.
it's in my room.
Okay.
She. It's like. There was a sparkle in her eye. If death sparkled.
Well, hopefully we don't have to put that sparkle out, but we'll see what happens.
Aaron, down below, what are you doing?
I'm with Icon donning my leather armor. As soon as that's ready, rapier and short sword strapped to my hips, I am right back topside.
Alright.
Like, the most animated I've ever been.
As you walk through the galley, or the storeroom, you see Claudine seated at one of the chairs in the galley, a opened book in one arm and a mug of water in her other with a shaking hand. Strakeln!
I'll walk up to her. I apologize for my roughness, but this is unprecedented, so I'm told.
There's no need to add trauma to an already traumatized woman. Their name was Strakeln.
Strakel. I will take that with me. It's helpful. The young boy with the blonde hair, very good at finding things. The more information that we know, the more prepared we are to find and apprehend these culprits. So thank you.
They were unremarkable until tonight, apparently.
Still unremarkable.
About this is something that I might be going back in time just a tiny bit, and you can tell me no. But if I knew that Aiken was going down to the bottom to put on his armor and about how long that would take, would I have time to have begun casting augury ritually?
I would say as soon as Aiken came down below and you saw what Aiken was doing, you just about finished donning your armor.
Yeah.
You could see what Aiken was doing and you would know that you've got some time.
You got some time.
I would like to start ritually casting augury. I'm going to, I don't want anyone else seeing me do this. I'm going to sit down by my hammock
Okay.
and pull out my bones and take my bracelet off and put it in my hands and take 11 minutes to ritually cast augury.
Okay. Your armor is donned, and at that point the two of you would have left. And shortly after,
very quietly in Elvish, I will ask, if we go to the ruins, will we find the people who took Lady Elaine's things, the dwarven couple? And I will cast.
And remind me with augury, how immediate of an action is this?
It has to be, so if it's about a decision being made, a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
Whale.
Thank you. I will gently pick the bones back up, and if you are just barely probably getting ready to leave the room, we will find them at the ruins.
Good.
That's where they have gone. And I'll head back up to the top, and I have asked. They will be at the ruins.
Okay. Good to know.
This is certainly not how I expected to convince the captain to give us a shore excursion, but I suppose we'll count ourselves lucky.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're getting as close as we can. Hutch, drop anchor. Sir. Hutch heads up to the bow, and you hear the clang of metal and a loud as a chain flips through till it stops. The boat stops moving.
Sorry, I wanted to ask earlier,
Of course.
would there have been enough time for me to possibly prepare new spells?
No, because
While
this
we
has
were
interrupted your
waiting?
rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna find Jeffrin. How are you?
My ribs hurt.
Yeah.
Head's a little woozy, but, aside from that, feeling great, actually.
Great. Could you watch over Zachary while we're gone? He's the little kind of nosy kid. He's a good kid.
Why is... Of course, I wonder why he hasn't, I'll go check on him.
Is he a heavy sleeper, I hope?
Oh God, he's
Then
dead.
he turns and heads down below.
Mm-hmm. Nope, I'm just gonna trust Jeffrin. And the side of the ship that's getting closest to the bank.
You can see that with the anchor set, the ship has pretty much stayed in position fairly close to the bank. Decently, it's within about 60 feet, so it is close, but not close enough to jump off
Hop
of.
over. Thank you for telling me.
Yes.
Okay.
My favorite.
I assume there's a small lifeboat or dinghy or something that can take us to the shore? Or
Yeah, we can get that. It's going to take time, but
that's fine. We should go in there calculated with good heads on our shoulders.
That's where they're going to be.
yes. Boys, we're set. Let's get the dinghy in. Aye, Captain. With that, the three of them head towards the mainmast, and there's a wooden, a small wooden boat that has been upside down on the deck that they take time flipping over, and they take one of the ropes that are attached to the mast and begin rigging it in such a way and attaching it to this boat. And as you watch them work, the captain is there leading the work, not just giving orders. Once that is all done, Hutch heads over to the mast and starts pulling, and the rope begins to lift this boat over. Then, running through all the things.
And like, did Jeffrin check
Yes.
on Zachary?
So then Jeffrin and Tealston taking the boat, pushing it off to the side. This takes the better part of about 7-8 minutes, and they begin lowering it in.
If it was taking that long, would that be long enough for me to go down and see if Zachary
Yeah,
is
I
breathing?
would go too.
Yeah, if you are heading down, it looks like the captain had actually stopped Jeffrin as he had made his way below.
Take orders from your captain, not some random
Yeah.
guy.
I'm just going to go double check and make
Yeah.
sure that he is,
Sure.
alive.
Yeah, I'll go with Duwati.
All right, as the two of you head down below, you head over towards the hammock where Zachary has been sleeping. You approach. There's just the soft swaying that comes from the boat.
Do I hear any like gentle snoring? I really don't want to wake him up if I can avoid it.
Sure. As you stand there, just looking, there's then a moment of.
Great, heavy sleeper.
Okay,
Just
you
like-
know, let's let him sleep.
Yeah,
think.
I think that's a good idea. Maybe, can we head to Claudine's room real quick and just ask her to maybe
Sure. As
keep
you had
an
actually
eye-
come down, you'd seen Claudine sitting
Okay.
at the table in the galley, a cup
Okay.
of water now, and a book closed at the table next
Yeah.
to her, just sipping on it. Her hand shaking less now.
Yeah. Hi, Claudine.
All I wanted was a vacation.
I know.
And
I know. I'm so sorry, and I know it's been a lot.
yes.
Would you? I mean, I assume you're going to stay down here.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
no intention
Okay.
of. I'm good where I am.
Fantastic.
This is nice. This
Um,
is.
Would you mind just keeping an eye out for Zachary, the young boy that came?
He slept
on.
through the whole thing.
He's
which
still
is
asleep,
pretty great.
Of course.
and we just don't want to bother him, but we also don't want him to be freaked out when he wakes up and sees everyone is gone.
I'm terrified in my sleep and now babysitting, of course.
I
Yes,
know. I'm really sorry to ask.
I will look after the child.
Thank you.
All right, let's go get on the boat then.
All right. As you all head up on deck, a small rope ladder has been sent over for you to be able to climb down into the boat. The captain is there. Hutch and Jeffrin seem to now be going about on deck, checking in on things, making sure something. They've been given orders. Well, this is as close as I can get you. The tender here will get you ashore, and stay safe out there, I suppose.
Okay.
Do you need anything?
Chauncey?
This is the captain.
Oh,
This
well,
is-
yeah,
sorry.
Chauncey's with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting Chauncey down into
Yeah.
the boat.
That.
Oh, that's gonna be a
Yeah,
fun.
I did want to.
Oh, I don't have a gangplank that will get into the dinghy.
Can we hoist him in?
Oh, we could. That's going to add more time.
Here, maybe you and I can carry him.
Down
Maybe-
a rope ladder into a boat?
Yeah.
How do you feel about field testing the waterproof theory?
I don't know the down.
I don't know now.
I can become strong, but I don't think I can then get on the boat.
If we tie the harness around Chauncey, lower him over the edge,
Yeah.
we don't need the whole hoist.
No.
Uh-huh.
Because we looked and we can lift how much to our
Collectively.
strength score? It's.
But can the boat hold 5 of us plus Chauncey?
How chunky is Chauncey?
I don't know how
He is a
much.
medium-sized creature. He is
Okay.
heavy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But he is
It's
the
like-
size of a medium-sized
Gotcha.
creature.
Okay.
Chonksy, but not chonksy.
Looking down at the tender, it does look like it is made to be a tight fit for 6.
Okay.
Well, we can
But
do it then.
that's
Chauncey is 6.
And
Okay.
we're how far from shore?
60 feet.
all right.
Yeah,
Let's.
we can get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
might take
drop
over.
him in
We can
first.
gently.
Yeah,
drop him in.
gently.
He has a.
Although,
Drill on
remember
the
when he
bottom.
jumped? I don't know.
I really don't.
No, I
wouldn't-
don't think he should jump, but yes. Okay, yeah. I'll. If we have like, our cloak or whatever we used before to kind of harness
It
him.
was rope.
Yeah.
Have rope. 50
Okay.
feet.
All right, so we'll wrap him up and
Okay.
Waste him.
hoist him down.
While that's happening, can I go over to Hutch? Can I borrow that crossbow?
I like this one.
You'll get it back.
Better. And he unhooks it, hands it over to you, hands him a small belt satchel with, it's got
I was gonna say he shot a lot.
10 bolts left in it.
10 bolts?
Okay.
How romantic.
Aaron's gonna pull a bit of cord from his hip and start putting up his hair in a very practiced, tight, high bun.
If you don't bring it back, I'm gonna have to find you and charge you for it.
You can, I'll owe you one. Don't worry.
Alright.
He's ready. Jeez. Tension.
Once we get Chauncey in, I'll
The
get
harness
down.
is set, and as the captain hooks him up to the same rope, the same line that had been attached to the mast, and he heads on over to the mast and begins pulling, and you can see it goes taut, and as he pulls, begins to lift.
You are so very brave, Chauncey.
He's just.
He is just hanging there, looking around. Just,
You're doing so
It's
brave.
it's okay.
he gets about halfway up, and all of his legs about to just splay out.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna go down into the boat and kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
come to Aiken.
It's all right, buddy.
As the captain begins lowering him down, Chauncey looks down, and you see his legs begin to.
Oh no! He's air
As if he's trying to swim,
yes. Why? He's doing the air swim.
I'll help guide him into the boat and
Alright, you guide
take
him
his
in.
legs and be like, no, not yet.
So you do his legs, but actually give me an animal handling check on this.
Oh boy.
He's an animal.
And oh, that's up at the top there.
Air swim.
Oh, that's cocked as hell.
I accidentally added 10
Natty
crossbows.
20 for a 23.
23. His
Fist bump.
legs stop swimming. You see his little claws just kind of moving. You begin to lower him, and as his feet hit one of the benches, you feel the whole dinghy begin to lower.
Oh.
Yeah.
Begin to lower more.
Mhm.
You can see the water slowly starting to rise up to the edge.
Yeah.
There's about what should normally be maybe 4 or 5 inches of clearance, down to 3,
Oh, God.
down to 2.
Is it slowing at all?
It's resting at 2.
Oh
and
my
you see the
God.
slack and the rope is now gone slack. Chauncey is in the boat. The
Just
dinghy is
like in
very
Chauncey.
much low in the water.
Oh.
I'm just gonna call up around the edge. Think light-footed thoughts. We're real low.
Okay.
Shit. Wait, how many of it? I don't know if I'm down
Well,
there
there's
yet.
just 2 of us in
Just
No,
there.
it's
Aiken
just
and
Chauncey
Chauncey.
and
Oh,
Aiken.
Fuck.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
I weigh very little.
Well, swimming lessons becoming a higher priority every day, I think.
Great. I'm so
I
thrilled.
can become a fish, but then I cannot hit things as well.
Yeah, no,
We swim.
It'll be alright.
I
Let's try.
don't know
We're
how.
wasting time.
Here,
we swim.
Andy, you go first.
Andy.
Go.
Take the box.
Okay. I'll go on the boat. Do you
I'll
mind
guide
swimming?
you. I'll guide you down into the boat. See how it adjusts
Okay.
to Andy.
As you go down the ladder, stepping into the boat, water raises a little bit. You have a little under 2 inches. It doesn't go up
Okay.
nearly as much.
Okay.
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 We can
We're
go.
We're fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
Okay.
Alright, and then I will go down then.
All right. As you go down, Dwatha, you step into it. It raises up a little bit more. You've got maybe an inch and a half, an inch and a quarter, and as the boat is rocking a little bit.
Going to go and hold very still.
All right.
Okay.
You guys stay in the boat. I'm going to get onto the ladder. I'll kind of like push and swim.
But your armor.
Oh, flip! I can't swim.
Oh, come on!
In that
Okay.
armor.
You stay.
Guys, do we have 10 minutes to get
And then
We're
another 10
here.
on shore.
We're
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
It's
I'll
just Aaron and Finn
It's
will
most
have
of
to
us.
swim.
It's going to no. We can keep going. We are okay.
Okay.
It's only down a little bit. Let's
Or
keep
2
going.
trips.
Come on.
No,
come on.
just get in the boat.
get
Get
in
in
the
the
boat.
boat. Get in the boat. And if I need to, I will swim.
You want to race?
No.
Just use the current.
Get in the boat. Get in the boat. It's going to be okay.
Looking down over the railing. Are you sure?
If worst case scenario,
get in.
I will jump out.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was mid taking my trench coat off, preparing to dive in.
Mm-hmm.
Put it back on and climb over the edge.
All right. Oh, it is dangerous. It is. You've got just an inch of clearance of the water.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Someone
no one
needs
else.
to get help.
I'm a strong swimmer.
Are you
It's only
sure?
about.
Okay.
It's just about 60 feet to shore.
Okay, go. Yeah, Finn. If I'll take your coat, just leave it in the boat.
No,
Just go.
No. I take off the trench coat and with mage hand bring it back up and put it onto
On
the
the boat.
like onto the boat over the rail and just like let it drop there.
You
As it
want
rests
me-
there.
And then Andy can hold your boat.
That would be
Oh
good.
yeah, I'll hold Pal too. Just.
Be gentle. I don't know how they like to be handled by others.
Sorry,
It's
Pal.
very weird. I'm sorry, pal. And I'll roll up my sleeves and jump from the rowboat into the water and
Alright.
just start overhand swimming.
Give me an athletics check.
For Pal.
While that's happening, Icon, you're the only one that hears this. But Hutch, standing next to the captain up at the top, leans over and like, so what do you think their chances are at this point?
Shut up, Hush.
Be like,
Are we all in?
Yeah, let's.
Not yet.
You're
No,
not, but
I'm
I-
still up. As soon as you guys push off, I'm going to climb
Okay.
down the ladder.
Oh, you're
and
swimming.
swim. I'm swimming.
Okay,
Then-
let's go.
yeah.
I'm holding stuff, so if
I'll
you guys
take-
can row.
The proverbial reins, the oars.
19.
19? Yeah, you're fine. You are swimming to shore. It takes you a little bit, but you're able to keep up with, Icon at the helm, totally fine.
I'll
If you're
swim.
swimming as well, go ahead and give me that athletics check.
15.
15, you're good.
Okay.
So, with 2 of you in the water and 4 of you in the boat, you're able to get close to land. The 2 of you eventually feel the ground beneath your feet as you step up onto the shore. 3 of you, the dinghy just pushes up onto the bank.
Can I see the ruins?
It is dark with dark vision of 60 feet. You can see in shades of gray, but beyond that, it is still
Damn.
dark.
I should have asked which way the ruins were. I suppose it would have only told me yes or no. I would have had to ask a bunch of times.
I'm gonna tie off the boat, even though I know it's like wedged. I want to tie it off too, just like a nearby thick
We do have
tree.
to. We have to start hurrying.
One sec.
Okay.
I prestidigitation myself dry before taking Pal and strapping him to
And
one
the
side of my
box.
belt and then the box strapping onto the other side of just my regular belt, not the trench coat.
Do I see tracks or any marking of a boat landing or people or anything like that?
Give me a survival check.
Absolutely.
As soon as we get on land, once again, rapier to the sky, light to help us find where to go.
Okay.
It is a 21.
21 on survival. Looking about very close to where the dinghy has been put ashore, you see a wedge that has been sort of pressed into the ground, and you then see footsteps that are in the mud. One next to one of those footsteps, you see blood.
I'm going to wave my hand around everybody.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yep.
Silently or quietly,
quietly
try
as
to fall
possible.
into our typical formation.
Yeah.
As we are
which-
walking, I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Sick.
So I guess with that, if everyone wants to give me a stealth check, with Pass Without a Trace being up,
Is that
you
plus
That's
10?
plus 10.
I think I'll take near the front.
Oh, thank God I did that.
It's the worst sound.
It's fine though, which is good. Plus 10. Jeezies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
Plus our stealth plus 10?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's a dirty 20.
22.
33.
Also a 22.
22.
This said 24.
24. Dang.
Yeah.
Pass Without
Nothing
a
below
Trace.
20. You are silent as you move from the muddy shore into the more grassy field. The grass comes up to about the calf. There are light trees scattered, at least within the range that you can see, and as you enter into the grass, it moves, and it makes no sound.
Sick.
And you begin to follow the... Now that the tracks have actually entered the grass...
Like, does Chauncey have to make a stealth?
Actually, yes, Chauncey does need to make a stealth check for me.
10. As we are actually moving in that moment, I would say, everyone will be a lot quieter, but it only works if you stay by me. If you go far away, it will not keep.
What is... I don't know what
Probably
his
just
It's gonna be
stats are,
his
so
dex.
let's
Just his
do a
dex.
flat. Oh, right, okay. Well, his dex is better than mine. That is 27.
Yeah!
Chauncey.
Dang. Chauncey with a 17 there.
He goes up on the little tiptoes of his claws.
Yeah. As you were able to find the tracks, but as you move away and start to enter into the medium grass, you see bits of blood that have been brushed against it. You find where it enters. To continue tracking it in here, though, I'm going to need one more survival check.
That is going to be an 18.
18. It is hard, but with knowing the line that these tracks came from the shore to where you are now, you are able to see bits of smeared blood in the dark grass. And you are able to follow them, heading away from the river and slightly more to the south.
Do we see any ruins yet?
So at this point, 60 feet away is all you see.
Like, Chauncey has dark vision, but that's not really helpful to me.
For Chauncey.
Yeah, you know.
As you keep moving and moving, still very silently. 10 minutes,
1 hour for Pass
20
Without a
minutes.
I'd like to keep. So, because it's 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, the grayscale helps. Because I want to watch for any movement that's not wind or like natural movement. Anything that's coming from like a living creature or unliving.
Sure. Give me a perception
I don't-
check.
You never know. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you look around, it is quiet. It is dark. As you look up, you do see the stars in the sky. And off on the horizon, you see lower, but the twin moons. But you don't see any movement other than what you would expect.
Okay. Not to break silence, I'm just gonna keep that information to myself and push on with confidence.
Shortly after that 20 minutes, directly ahead of you, a gray structure comes into view. From here, it looks like a brick 2-story building. Hard to make out many of the details. As you press on, you can see stairs that have been destroyed to the side, the remains of a roof, massive hole in the wall. Trees are scattered throughout, to the right and to the left of this structure. And then as you get closer to it, suddenly a massive tower comes into view. 4 stories tall, made of brick. Half of it has sheared away entirely. Rubble remains around its base.
I'm going to start looking for them. The dwarves. They should be here.
Okay. How are you looking for them? Okay. Where are you at this point? So essentially you have a... Why don't I show you?
Oh, yes!
Yes, please.
Oh my god.
Great.
This battle brought to you by Stone Moss Chapel. Get your Stone Moss Chapel at cantripcandles.com
Ooh, it's so
and use the code
pretty.
APAC to get 10% off.
Do you need an assistant?
I got it.
Holy.
Hell yeah, Scott.
Oh my god.
Sweet.
Epic.
Okay, but like, is this for lease?
I know, right? Real estate in LA.
I call Tower 2.
1.5 mil.
Fixer upper.
tree. That's
Investment
fine.
opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Okay.
I'm not going to place minis, but having this as a...
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which direction are we
Yeah,
coming
where
up
are we
from?
You have
coming from?
entered from here.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're still seeing like blood or footsteps.
You have followed them to this point.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and give me a survival check or an investigation if you would like to try and see more.
Would it be
I-
alright if I was also making a survival check? Since I was also looking for the footprints.
I'll do an investigation.
I'd like.
That's a natural 20 for 25.
Glad
25.
your eyes were going because mine is a 11.
11. Okay. You see the blood lead to this one of the ruined staircases behind this building,
So one of these.
Mhm.
Okay.
and there's a small puddle of blood,
Okay.
dried at this point,
Okay.
and the trail stops there.
Up the staircase?
On it.
Just on it.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll kind of indicate to everyone else.
Alright.
I'd like to look for. I'm trying to think like they're thinking, and I'd like to look for a place that looks like a good refuge. That I just need to hide out in. Like something's chasing me. I need to hide in here.
We have 2 great options.
I want to start skirting this closer building. I don't want to be exposed or anything yet.
I will join if that's alright.
Of course.
I just kind of want to stick to the greenery and shrubbery.
sticking closer to the building, and Duathi, you are staying with? Okay. Now that we've entered into this area, as the two of you are going away, can I please get a stealth check?
Yeah, plus 10 still.
And to which side are you heading? Towards me or towards you?
You said the blood was on the
Yeah.
back.
That
On
way.
that side, so yeah, I'm gonna follow along.
Okay.
Dirty 20 with the plus 10.
29.
29. All right.
That made me nervous.
I see counting fingers.
Caught that too?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You move to the back side of this building. You see no openings to it. But you see now a ruined road that is between the two of these. At one point, a tree is growing out from the center of part of it.
Vibes.
Are you wanting to pass into the central area, or are you wanting to stay? Because at this point, you are at the edge of this building, and you can either come around the front of it, sticking to it, or head towards the tower.
Are there any portals, any windows?
There's no openings on that side at all.
I'd like to keep skirting around the building, and once I find an opening, I just want to get real low and just listen and see if I can hear like breathing or even dripping, that bodily function.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is happening. What are the three of you doing?
I'd like to cast Locate Object on Elaine's notebook.
Okay.
Spells for this shit.
What are the...
It's 1,000-foot range, and the only thing that will stop it is any thickness of lead between me and the object.
What are the components?
Just a forked twig. Otherwise, it's my spellbook, which is
not vocal.
my focus.
Verbal, somatic?
Oh yes, all three. Yes.
Okay. As you cast Locate Object, you see the outline of a journal, and it is coming from the inside of the building that you are directly behind, up, and very close to you.
Oh boy.
Now, you are on opposite sides of this building at this
Oh.
point. Yeah.
Whoever's
It's
around
just
me,
the
I'm
three of
pointing.
you.
There's like a whole
Pointing.
ass building in between us.
Got it.
Oh.
You have something?
Yeah, well, I have like a, not telepathy, but
Message.
I can
Like thing.
kind of.
Also, can I get a stealth check from you for the casting of
Yeah.
that spell?
Am I close enough to Duathi for pass without a trace?
60 feet.
60 feet? Yes.
Cool.
Wait. Maybe I'm wrong.
I can send telepathic messages. It says to any creature you can see within 30 feet of you.
It would be a 19 without pass without a trace, or
30 feet. My
29.
apologies.
So 19 without,
Okay.
assuming that it's without.
I did bad math.
Can I get a perception check from Icon as you listen for breathing?
That'll be an 11.
11. You don't hear any talking or breathing or anything along those sorts. You do hear a gentle rustling, as if cloth moving on cloth.
I will look back at Duathi. Basically, I'm like, let's go in.
to sneak back over towards everybody else and go,
As I'm going in.
Then I'll telepathically tell Dorothy with psionic mind what Finn. Finn did locate object and it's just there. Yeah. Secret abilities. I say, so we'll just follow Dorothy.
I start walking.
You've stayed at the,
Well, when Dwathy went back, I started going the other way to see just if there's a door or window that I can.
there's a door at the top of the stairs, on the side where you all are.
Okay.
That is about it.
Okay. Then I will go back to that door and lead. I don't want to say the charge because I don't want to be that loud, but I will start leading the way. Once I'm within earshot,
Stealth check for that
turn
fire
down the
charge.
light.
Wait, had light been up this whole time?
Oh wait, no, I think I would have doused it as soon as we saw the ruins, knowing that
Okay.
was our destination.
I was working under that assumption.
Yeah, yeah,
so-
no,
Okay.
yeah.
I think I was.
Nothing like stealthing with without a trace and a light.
And a light.
I don't say that. But yeah, I'll go up to the door.
Get a bugle.
Is it just like an open passage?
Mhm.
Yeah. Then I will.
You can see a ruin. As you come up to it, you see a ruined door that has been eaten away by time, rust, decay. It's almost as if it's part of the floor now.
Yeah, I just make a note of that and walk in towards the sound of the rustling.
It is still, well, from the time that you had heard it, it was above you. Here at the door, you don't hear anything.
Then I will. I do not want to meta. I'll get further into the room that is adjacent to this and stick. I mean, it's all shadows, but stick to the like corners of the room. And I would like to hold my action for if I see the dwarf or even feel the dwarf, like if I sense the dwarf
Okay.
come within 10 feet of me.
I'm following along. So we all are.
Scooby Doo this shit.
Yeah.
At this point, you all hear.
Where's that coming from?
Yeah,
It's coming from the building above you. The building that you are inside. It is coming from the ruined floor above you.
Is there a way to get up there?
You're not sure, but as you hear that, suddenly, dim light, begins to emanate on the road itself. And as you look out, you see 3 small glowing orbs of light, and are just resting.
All right.
I don't see who made that whistle.
You didn't see anything. The sound essentially came
From
from where
above
you
us.
are. You would see through. You'd be looking through stone. I will say, because you still have locate object.
It's the last 10 minutes, yeah, and I can tell if the object's moving, I can tell what direction it's moving.
When you hear that, instinctually you look to here, and it came from where the journal was. Is.
So, and I heard it from within the building.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any
And
way
it's still above you.
from within this chamber to get up?
You see the ruined edge, and the rubble around it. There's no ladder. It's a full, just opened story. It looks as though whatever way up to that floor has been lost with time.
Okay.
We pounce now.
I'm gonna find the easiest route to basically boulder up this ruin to the next level.
As you are looking out, your last stealth was a dirty 20. The 3 lights vanish. And there is suddenly a bolt of purple energy that comes flying towards you.
Oh shit! What happened? What happened?
Is this a throw or is this an attack?
As it hits the pillar next to you, there are bolts of electricity or purplish energy that spark off of it. It seems to have come from the tower. If I could please have everyone stay where they are. We're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back to roll initiative. Don't go anywhere.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope that you enjoyed your break. Hope that you've taken some deep breaths. Because I think we are going to go ahead and just get right on into this, everyone. So, players, would you please roll initiative?
Here we go.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Dispel dice. You're treating me good tonight.
Yeah.
The wrong die.
Also rolling well.
Okay. 25 to 20?
21.
And at 21?
20 for Aaron.
Oh shit, I'm first.
20 to 15.
17.
19.
Again, 17. Do you want to think at 19? Uh, 15 to 10? Actually, I can just ask what is
6.
6 for Anne.
What would you have given me?
And Chauncey happens right after you, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Duathy, what's your dexterity?
It's at +3.
Plus 3? Okay. Music volume for this one.
Yeah, really crank that spooky music.
Crank that spooky music,
Both are correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say both.
Both are correct.
Yeah.
Music jokes.
I was gonna say for the break, less deep breaths, more taco dip. Just shoveling taco dip into my mouth.
Resisting puns.
You better.
There we go.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, let's
Sick vibes.
let the drums drown out my pulsing heartbeat.
I feel oddly calm all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this dissociation?
Okay. So, really quick.
Yo.
Oh boy.
Icon. You were pretty much right.
Yeah, homeboy sure wasn't there.
Finn and Andy were still in the back behind.
Yep.
I think we had gone up the stairs though, right?
I'm
I
not.
had just steered towards you to go up.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were
Okay.
on the move, so
Okay.
that's up to you, Scott. How far we make it.
I realize I don't have my little piece that helps with having you on stairs. So for the sake of y'all not falling, I'll give you the choice. You can either be at the top or at the bottom of the stairs.
I think Aaron would have been at the bottom.
I'll be towards the top.
Yeah, we could be at the top of
I
the
was
stairs.
with Icon.
Yeah,
You were with
Dorothy
Yeah.
was in there.
Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be a tricky one for me to reach.
Yeah. We can help.
We should get you like those cute little tweezers.
Yeah.
Give him like one of those little dino grabby
Yeah.
sticks.
I don't think that would work very well.
Just knock over half the terrain.
It's great for the paint job too.
Okay. Now that we've got all that sorted. Icon, as you look about, as the bolt of energy flew past you, Finn, what would you like to do?
Right. Peering in this door, I'd step in as little into the room as I could to try to get a lay of the land, see if I can spot anyone or anything.
Stepping into the room?
Yep.
All right. Inside of the room, you don't see anybody.
Oh no. But I haven't dropped a locate object yet.
You
so
have not. It is above you.
I'll gesture to Icon and Dwarthy and point it up, and then
we can't get up there.
if I step further forward towards the ledge, can I see any purchase on the next level up?
As this is all happening, I'm going to say your movement is cut in half because it is dark right now.
Sure.
And now you are essentially moving on your own. Is really the only thing that you can see is the outline of the journal.
Right. Mm-hmm. Is it in action to light a torch?
Yes.
I'll take that as my action.
All right. Pulling out one of your torches and taking your I suppose prestidigitation does this.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
With a flick of your fingers, the torch ignites. You are now able to see the whole room. You see Duathi next to you, Icon in the kind of the next room over. It's hard to call this a room with that half of this is just open to the world. What's the range of light on a torch?
I think it's 2040.
Okay.
I can double check for you.
You see the outline of the tower off to the side flickering. And you see the ledge that you were precariously close to in front of you.
And I can't hold a bonus action, right?
Cannot. It is your action to hold an action.
Right. So it's a 20-foot dim, 20-foot bright, confirmed on the torch. I will gesture at the rest of the group, and then bonus action Misty Step if I see anywhere I can land on the next level up. If not, then I will end my turn.
There is an edge that you can see. Jumping up to the corner here.
Ooh.
As you look about, you see a dwarf
Oh, down already.
that had been, looks like in the process of getting up from their knees, a bag on the ground next to them, a large rucksack bag that is elegant. You recognize it as the Lady Elaine's, and her small shoulder satchel. You can see the outline of the journal in the satchel. As he stands up, looks over at you, and pulls out a dagger and just licks it.
Ew.
Yeah. Just grimace as I assume I use most of my movement or all of my movement to get through the room, and
15 feet to get there. You've got about 15 feet left of movement.
it's all right. If I was moving slow because it was dark, I'll just hold my ground here and just gesture down for them to come up.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be me.
That is going to bring us to Aaron. You are up.
Misty Step.
Okay. I think I can sense a bit of magic and movement coming from the top of the roof, but I have no immediate sense of how to get up there. So instead, I'm going to run around the other side of the building and look for any other assailants that might be still here on the ground level.
Okay.
Use my movement to go 30 feet ahead of me.
20 will get you to the corner there. Are you doing this stealthily, or?
No, I'm just dead. I'm going full force straight ahead.
Okay, and you're rushing towards...
Just to the corner there, looking
Okay.
and peeking around. If I don't see any immediate threat,
You don't see anything on the road. You don't see anything.
Okay.
You can... Actually, even from here, you don't even see any of your friends.
would I have seen that purple bolt coming from the tower?
Absolutely.
I would like to bonus action hide behind the tree.
All right. 30 feet will get you here. It's not quite close enough to fully get behind the tree.
Okay.
You'd need honestly 5 more feet of movement.
Okay.
But I
then-
will say, if you want to hope that you were in the shadows as this happened, and then
It's dark enough. That's what I'm hoping for.
it is dark. Go ahead and have a stealth check as you go from the wall to the tree.
Okay. That is going to be a 12.
12. Okay.
Is it possible for me to catch line of sight on the dwarf from here through that window I see?
Did you still do pass without trace?
I'm
And
too
too
far.
far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From here, no, none of those windows line up. You aren't
Okay.
really able to see the dwarf.
Okay. Then I will draw Hutch's hand crossbow and hold an attack with it. I will load it up and hold an attack for any small dwarven figures that appear.
Okay. Duathi, you are up.
Alright. From where I am, can I see this ledge that is above me?
It is directly above you. You can see past it.
I'll scooch so I can see the top of the ledge.
Okay. Essentially getting right to where Finn was.
Sure did. And guess what? I would like to, as my form becomes ethereal, I would like to teleport up right next to. I bet you I can get right up next to that.
You can get right here onto the edge of this, and yeah, that will put you next to the dwarf.
Alright. I would like to look at that. And as I smile, my smile will continue to grow wide and my teeth will start to hang out and I will say stealing things is very rude and then I will chomp at him.
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack roll. And
Primal savagery.
Mhm. That is going to be a 25 to hit.
25 does hit. Let me check something here. Ooh, oh no. One quick second. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That is going to be 8 points of acid damage.
Okay. As you go down to take a bite out of this dwarf's arm comes up, and your teeth begin to sink in, but he pulls it back as he uses his reaction to only take half damage.
Alright, fine. And
Alright, buddy.
I'm going to remain there, however, I do remain ghostly and ethereal until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay. Okay. As they have pulled back, you see their shape begins to get a little blurry and flickering back and forth.
Is it their turn?
It is not their turn. This happened as part of their reaction.
Little crap. Okay, good to know.
At this point, from across the way, a second bolt of purple energy flies through. You can see this is, you are able to see it, Aaron, as just a small, sort of glittering orb of purple energy flying straight from the tower across the way. It's coming towards you, Aiken.
Sure.
That is a 22 to hit.
That does hit.
We're just babies. Don't hit us too hard.
That is going to be 4 points of necrotic damage. As it hits you, you can feel your muscles begin to atrophy immediately.
Okay. I just kind of look up, follow that direction. Do I see the person that keeps shooting?
From here, actually, yes. You would have then seen this distance. In the corner here, a dwarven woman who now has, you can see glints of purple energy crackling between her fingers as she pulls it back from having thrown it.
Okay. Cool. That was her turn? Or...
Yes, and that is going to be it for her turn, which is then going to bring us up to Aiken. You are up.
Okay. Is there a point on this level or even the rubble that I can climb up onto
Yeah, there's some the rubble from the doorway that is next to you. You could probably use as leverage to
To scramble up.
exactly.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
Is that a check or is that just
That'll be an athletics check as you essentially use that as a jumping board or a springboard to leap up.
Ooh, rolling a little low, but that's a 14.
14? Yeah, it's you don't get the full leap up. Your front leg catches onto the ledge, but your back leg trails behind. You are able to lift, but that essentially took, instead of 10 feet of your movement, 20.
Okay.
But it now puts you up here on the ledge.
Do I have 15 feet of movement left?
Mhm.
Can I get right up next to him?
You absolutely can. As you approach, you also see that their form is kind of flickering in and out. Like they're blurring into the... Actually, no, it is bright light within 20 feet. You see their form attempting... It's almost as if part of it is trying to trail away, but it can't.
Okay. Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself again.
Okay.
So my armor class is currently 20.
Sick.
And that was my bonus action. And I'm going new, draw out my long sword, and in one fell swoop, just bring it down on this guy.
Okay.
That'll be a 13 to hit.
13. As you bring your spear down, this dwarf pushes himself up against the stone wall, and you hear it cling, clatter against the tip of your spear clatter against the stone. As that happens, part of the stone beneath actually breaks away and crumbles to the floor beneath.
Like, careful. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is then going to bring us to the dwarf in front of you. Looking both at you and Dwathi, with his dagger, he is going to make an attack at each of you.
At hers, it'll be disadvantage.
Disadvantage against Dwathi. Okay, that is going to be a 10 to hit.
It does not hit.
And again against you, that is going to be a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right. That he looks between the both of you. Like, careful, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, it's too late. His turn
Yeah.
already started. It's okay.
Oh, spores.
I forgot to do the thing. That's okay.
That he climbs up onto the ledge that is in this crater of the roof. This will provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Dwathi, if you would like.
Yeah, I got my. Oh, I didn't cast Shillelagh. Well,
Still got a stick.
Still got a
You got a stick. A pretty stick.
A pretty stick.
That's fine. Ooh, sure. Ooh, that is going to be a 17 to hit with
Bless
the
you.
stick.
17 will hit with the stick. Go ahead and roll damage for him.
Stick damage.
It's very little stick
Yeah,
damage.
you know.
Damage is damage.
It's five bludgeoning.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay.
Oh, 'cause
I
you
don't
baby.
have Shillelagh. It's mine-ish. Without
You did
Shillelagh.
so
That still stings.
As well as I could have done, very literally. As I just try and take it down to this kneecap.
As you hit him in the kneecap, there's a moment of and he looks up at both of you and leaps off backwards. And as soon as his body begins to fade into the darkness, you see it vanish.
I was like, he's gonna fall right in front of me.
He's gonna fall on Chauncey.
Um,
Looking
Got a runner.
Yeah. At which point, Andy, as you were at the base of the stairs, you hear this commotion and you see the body. And then you see at the base of the stairs opposite of you, him reappear.
Okay.
He's there looking down at the ground, looks up, sees you. Fuck.
Do you need help?
Would you mind placing him at the base of the stairs there?
Right here.
And that's going to be it for him, yeah. But you do see he still has the shoulder satchel on his arm. That is going to be it for him, bringing us to Andy, you are up. Chauncey's on deck. Finn, you're in the hole.
Cool. I'm gonna turn towards them and be like, "Oh, this must be so disappointing for you," and just throw my hammer at him.
I love sassy Andy.
That is an 18 to hit.
I believe you are in darkness right now, and you don't have dark vision?
Oh, no. I thought you said I could see him appear.
I'm going to say that you heard him, I am realizing.
Oh, okay.
But you can throw it at his direction.
Okay.
This will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Is there any
So that's
moonlight or
18.
anything? Any starlight?
Well,
starlight action?
Still,
on
that's
that?
18 because the next roll was better. So 18 to
18.
hit.
So as you hear behind you, fuck, you turn and you throw, and you just hear,
Awesome.
Hammer of darkness.
Okay. Nope. Nope. Sorry, so many dice. Where's the pointy one? There we go.
I thought it was bludgeoning damage.
Okay, well, that's 5 points of bludgeoning.
cool.
Something.
Pretty good.
And then, Chauncey does have dark vision.
Oh, that's great.
So, Chauncey will go right up to him. Can I move
Yeah,
him?
by all means.
Okay. And make an attack.
Oh, just two red eyes in the darkness. Fuck yes. Or whatever color.
Actually, yeah, they glow an opalescent blue.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh.
And he's like nearly silent, kind of. 'Cause he was so quiet earlier.
He's still on his.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm not seeing it. What? I'm not sure what I add
Steel
to
Defender?
the attack. Here, force. Okay, I see. I see.
I know it's been so long since
Hurry
Chauncey's
up,
gotten
fight.
to
I know. Poor Chauncey hasn't gotten to fight. Okay.
It's like doing the little happy dance that dogs do.
That
Little bite,
is a 24 to
24
hit.
hits.
Yeah, buddy.
So then we're gonna do a
Chauncey takes a Chauncey.
Oh, tiny
You know
tiny.
what? I'll do the same because that was a good one. So that I think that's a 7. I'm like, what are these numbers? Yeah, that's a 7. Okay, so that's 9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage. Yeah, you hear a heavy thud. You can't see it, but I will say he does use his reaction.
Okay.
Not that junkie boy.
All right. Anything else from Chauncey?
No, I just realized that I also probably would have started going toward where I think he is. I know Chauncey can see him better. Can I kind of retcon moving? I got too excited. Or at least like half of the way.
Yeah, we can have you move
Like
half
right
of your
here?
speed. Absolutely.
Okay.
As essentially, almost
Right,
in
'cause I can't-
tandem,
yeah.
Chauncey's
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
forward. You're like, all right,
Yeah.
I got this, I got
Okay.
this.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to Finn. You are up. Aaron, you are on deck. Duathi, you are in the hole.
Right, so seeing this dwarf climb up on the ledge and disappear, having terrible flashbacks to the last time this happened, I would have sprinted up to that same ledge he climbed up
Sure.
on, and tried to peer down, and I don't know if the torch, the 40 feet would get there, or if
The
there's line of
dim
sight.
light. The dim light will hit,
Mhm.
but not the bright light.
That's fine. I'm prepared for it this time as I flip through Pal and take my deep breath and cast a Mind Spike. I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. As you look down at this creature, you can see what his body had been trying to do is now fully happening. It's almost as if the edges of his flesh have merged in with the darkness.
That's bad.
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom save.
There's going to be a 13.
That, I believe, fails.
Okay.
So
What happens?
not only does he take 15 points of psychic,
Ooh, okay.
I have now dropped concentration on locate object, and instead I know where he is.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
So he tries to drop it and run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I will then, if I have any remaining movement, take one step back off the ledge, because it's just very precarious.
Just enough to get damage.
And I'll just gesture down below to Aiken and Duarte, and that's me.
I think we
Okay.
can talk now.
While,
They know where
while
we
Finn's
are.
up on the edge, I just wave and go, hi.
Aaron, you're up. Duathi, you're on deck.
Okay, seeing the assailant from the tower now in full view, I will use 30 feet of movement to run to the middle of the road.
Okay. Yeah, and I think to get line of sight, you can get there.
Yeah. I will then. Yeah, I'm going to. Still holding Hutch's crossbow in one hand, I'm going to weave my hand in a 3-pointed claw and send a magic missile up at the feet of the dwarf up in the tower.
Yeah.
For 13 points of force damage.
13 points of force. All right.
In that direction. Yeah, pretty good. I will then bonus action. Yeah. Scott, if I bonus action dash, can I get to the base of the rubble in front of the tower?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to run that way and kind of crouch down there.
Okay.
That'll finish my turn.
All right. Duathi, you are up.
Alright, can I see this person in the tower across the way from where I am?
Yeah, you can see from the energy that has been firing out.
Alright. Well, at that point, I'm thinking about my friends who maybe can't see this person as easily as green smoke coalesces around my fingers, and I shoot out the web of it towards this creature. I need a dexterity saving throw as I cast Fairy Fire.
Nice.
Yes.
There it is.
Okay. It's gonna be a 9.
Yeah.
That is a fail.
All right. Cool.
Okay. All right.
So they shed a dim light in a 10-foot radius, and they cannot be invisible.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay.
And then yeah, let's see here. Yeah, that's about. Oh yeah, and anyone attacking it has advantage.
Yeah.
because
Love
they are-
that.
as a soft green light emits from around them. And I am then going to use my bonus action to tap my stick and cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
Finally.
It's only been one round.
It's fine. And that's, that's okay by me. I've got a pretty good shot from here.
Okay. That's going to bring us to the dwarf in the tower.
I love that book.
Take a step up to the edge. And looking down, she weaves her hands together and the purple energy begins to arc between the two. And as that happens, Aaron, you see the shadows that are encroached around begin to shake and take form. I need an intelligence saving throw from you, please.
Intelligence Sage.
Oh no.
Okay. Yep. That's an 18.
Okay, an 18.
Good.
Yeah, that saves. You see the shadows begin to form and merge into one strange, large bestial creature, almost like a gigantic wolf. But as that happens, you realize now this is not real. And as you blink, it vanishes. Then looks down at the dwarf up in the tower. Then looks down at you.
Mm-hmm.
Says something under its breath.
Mm-hmm.
And snaps its fingers, and with that, sparks of purple. As the rest of you do see the shadows begin to move. And then she is going to take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
She's still close.
She is.
Oh yeah.
I assume I don't see the shadows since I'm behind the building.
And in like very dim.
Yeah, it's dark.
That is then going to bring us to Icon. You are up.
The area where our dwarf friend jumped over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
How far down to the ground is that?
That is, let's see,
Or to whatever that level is. I don't know. The nearest spot.
about 25, 30 feet to the ground.
How much to the landing right below us, at the top of the two stairs? that
Less
come
than
up?
that.
Yeah, and there were stairs from there. I'm gonna jump down, drop down
Okay.
to the second level.
As you jump down to the landing directly beneath
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Okay. As you jump down to the landing, give me either your choice, athletics or acrobatics, to essantly stick the landing or roll with it.
Yeah.
Parkour.
Oh man, that was so close to a nat 20. That'll be a 13.
13, all right?
Nope, a 12.
A 12. Okay. As you land, you feel the shockwave hit your feet and move up into your legs. You do take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. But you are now on the level below.
Great. And then I will use whatever the rest of my movement is to get out that door and down to our dwarf friend.
Okay.
I have 35 feet total movement, just for whatever.
Do you
I
need
can
help?
all see.
25 gets you onto the ledge in the back.
Okay.
30 would... Ooh, you can go through the arch. And I'd say with a leap and potentially some more damage, you could make it right in front of them.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
You a paladin, come on.
Go ahead and give me another athletics check to stick this one.
Do it.
And I may rely on you guys to then
Yeah, I
place
can-
Icon for me.
That's a 22.
Yeah.
No, 21. Oh my god. Sorry.
I'm also going to, since most of this combat is happening in that direction, I'm going to adjust this so that our
Yeah.
players
There we
or
go.
our audience
Hello.
gets to.
Z's hand.
Hello.
Scott, like right here, if you can see
Here?
on the
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that was a 21.
21. Yeah. So you're just going to take half. You take another 2 points of bludgeoning.
My shin splints are coming back to haunt me.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm going to look down at this dwarf and say, hitting children is wrong. Slice.
Yeah.
As you do,
Slicey.
his body fades in and out of the shadows. This will be a disadvantage.
Is that? Okay. Long sword be with me. Cocked. That'll be a 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
That's... Yes. I don't have a second weapon. Can you hit someone with your shield?
I believe there's feats for that.
Okay. There is. There's like
yeah.
shield mastery and
Yeah.
stuff. That's I mean, who? Hark. Okay, so that was my action. Shoot. Okay. I'm just gonna be all up in his grill and kind of. You can't see me. I'm gonna make my heavy armor noises so my friend can get a sense of where
You
he
can hear a
is.
lot of what's
All right.
going on.
As you are there, his body kind of weaving in and out of the darkness suddenly becomes solid as he's a little bit higher than you thought, and he is jabbing right at you with his dagger.
Disadvantage
Oh,
From Chauncey.
from Chauncey.
Okay.
I forgot that we have that combo wombo.
Good boy, Chauncey.
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
His second attack then coming at you. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. You are going to take 6 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
So it doesn't really specify. Is that only one time?
It is
that
only one time because
Okay.
he uses his reaction to do it.
Got it.
Con save? That's
Con
a
save.
21.
21. All right, so you're only going to take half of this.
Ooh.
You take you take an additional 4 points of poison damage as you feel something on the blade.
That's
and-
already halved.
Yes.
Fuck.
What's going around the neck?
Fuck.
He looks up at you and smirks, and vanishes into the dark.
So just a fun fact about Mind Spike. The target can't become hidden from me, and if it's invisible, it gains no benefit from the condition against me, and I know where it is as long as it's on the same plane of existence.
Alright.
Just fun facts.
You know that it is on the second floor inside of the building. Essentially, he is teleported to that space.
Got it.
As you saw him vanish, it was a
Go.
Yep. That is then going to bring us to Andy. You are up. Chauncey is on deck.
Cool. I mean, I guess it would be an action for Finn to tell me where he is.
Yeah, I would
Mhm.
reserve that to my turn, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I do. Part of me feels like I'd try to go up or I guess I'll meet Aiken. How much about 5, 10, 15. And then once I kind of know where the stairs are again, maybe go up
Yep.
to the.
Essentially, your speed is cut in half in the dark.
Oh, right. Okay.
Finn's torch doesn't
So then
quite
I'll
reach down that
go.
far. Yeah.
I'll go here.
It's tough.
And I'll just. I don't know if he'll be in range, but I'll just hold an action with my hammer, and I'll send Chauncey up. Just, I guess, to here for
Okay.
now.
All right.
Yeah.
That is then going to bring us to Finn. You're up. Aaron, you're on deck. Duathi, you're in the hole.
You can't hide from me, struck him. It's a free action to drop an item.
Mm-hmm.
I will drop my torch, but like through that little hole that's right next to me, down to the second story.
Okay. I will let you know where you saw him. It's on the opposite side of the wall in there.
So I'd walk over to the ledge closer, like in his direction, drop the torch generally as close to him as
Perfect. And as you
possible.
drop the torch, Andy, you see from the archway above you his shadow being cast out.
Okay. I
You-
probably can't.
you can't
reach
see him,
though.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
We need to keep one of them alive as I look to Aiken and Duathi. Nope, just Duathi. Aiken's left to the bottom. But it doesn't have to be this one, as I then fire a magic missile down onto.
Do you have to be able to see them for magic
I
missiles?
do,
Just
yeah.
know where
Do I
they-
have line of sight on him? If not, then I wouldn't. But
I mean, I'd say if you could kind of drop prone and peek your head over, essentially,
Take a little peeky peek.
because he is in the back
Prone
corner.
is
over there.
good when we got ranged artillery heading our way. Yep, prone is good. I'll totally do that.
Love it.
Kind of lay down over the ledge, like peer down, make eye contact with him, and
Yeah, as you lean down onto the ground and just your head peeking over this ledge, you essentially from his perspective, he looks over and just sees a little head, and then just some energy coming from you.
This
Awesome.
18-year-old boy.
4, 7, 9. 9 points of. Well, let's keep it psychic. We want to mess with this kid's head.
Okay, 9 points with the torch there. Yeah, he can't do his thing. Okay. Anything else from you, Finn?
That is all I can do.
All right.
Yeah, no bonus actions.
Aaron, you're up.
I know that green smoke anywhere. I will back up using 10 feet of my movement to get the female dwarf in sight.
I'll say with the ledge where she is, if you back up, 15
feet?
She's got about half cover.
Okay. I will raise the crossbow and take a check at advantage.
All right, let me see here. Where's my cover? I know cover's on my sheet here somewhere.
Is it half cover?
It's half cover, yeah.
Plus 2 to AC.
Thank you very much.
Here.
All right.
That will be a 19 to hit.
A 19 does hit.
Yes.
Let's get that sneak attack!
Oh yeah.
That is going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I will bonus action reload
Okay.
and use the remaining movement to go back to the rubble.
All right, remaining movement to head back to the rubble.
Or actually, no. I could... I still want to move back, but instead I will now bonus action hide.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Go ahead and make that stealth check for me.
That is a 22.
Okay. You feel pretty sufficiently hidden.
Okay, cool. That's it.
Alright.
Okay. Duathi.
I'll look to Finn and I'll say, I'll try and get her looking at me, and I will hold out my hand, and it suddenly becomes wrapped in gray smoke as a skeletal version of my arm appears as I cast Chill Touch at
Whoa.
her.
What's the range on tilt?
120 feet.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Love that.
20-second advantage. Oh, thank God. Okay, that is going to be a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okie dokie. Bad. It's going to be 3 points of necrotic damage.
3 points of necrotic damage. As the skeletal hand reaches out, you see it land on her shoulder, and she winces slightly, but very slightly.
Oh. Fascinating. I'm going to walk a little, not, I'm pretty much at the ledge, but I'll turn around and wave. Hello! You are being very naughty! Try and just get her attention. Try and look like the most viable target is what I'm trying to do. Or really, it's also to do that, I would have had to drop my shield.
Gotcha.
So I have, as that happens, I drop my shield down
Okay.
to the ground. I'm defenseless.
Please.
As she looks over at you, there's a moment where her hand goes up and it spins ever so slightly.
Oh, she's waving back.
Royal wave.
And she doesn't appear to move. She just stands there looking at you, and in this connection, it is quiet. It is eerily quiet. You don't even hear your own heartbeat.
Oh no.
That is then going to bring us to Aiken. You are up.
I'm going to run back to where I just was in that room.
Okay.
Like at the top.
I mean, I have 35 feet of movement, so I
Okay,
think I
so
can.
in.
Yeah, I got you.
Here.
Yeah.
Back where you were into the room, and as you come up the stairs, you're rushing up. You hear
Okay.
Son of a gun.
Silence.
So I saw her shadow, and I see the torch.
Yeah. And as you are there, you see. Are you looking for her or him? The tower or
Him.
the other one?
Him.
Yeah.
The one that's been stabbing me.
Yeah. You see him illuminated by the light in the corner there.
I look around. I'll check my spear at him. Got a range of 2060. Yeah, 2060.
All right.
So, yeah. It's close quarters. That's a 7.
A 7. Okay. Where you are, you raise your sword back, or your spear back, and you throw it, and silently he just steps aside. Yeah, and it flies through the archway.
Uh-oh.
It is gone.
Yeah, you would see lots of words come across Icon's face. So I will, seeing that happen, I'm gonna drop Shield of Faith. Maybe is that? And I'm not gonna drop Shield of Faith. No. I'm just going to stand there glaring at this person.
All right.
Yeah.
It's going to bring us to them. They're going to rush up to you and make 2 attacks. First one,
My AC's a 20.
it's just a 14 to hit. The second one is a 21 to hit.
Uh-huh.
And that is going to be 5 points of piercing damage, and I need another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a 5.
As a failure, you take 11 points of poison damage.
That last little bit of poison, my eyes flutter a little bit and they just crumple.
Oh, dang it. Fuck.
As the dagger is pulled out, silently you begin to fall, and he looks down, mouths something.
What did he say? I can read lips.
You can read lips. Do you speak Dwarvish?
Do I? No.
He said something.
Son of a bitch.
Give me, as you are fading away into unconsciousness, give me a insight check at disadvantage. Yeah, you're fading fast.
With the nat 1, that's a 6.
He may have been complimenting you. You're not sure.
Definitely was.
Most def.
I know my hair looks good.
But you fall unconscious.
Yeah.
I speak Dwarvish, but I don't think I can read lips.
Concentration.
I know I do too, but I'm not there, and I can't see jack shit. So
There's just a lot happening right now.
Tangle minis.
He's gonna step over onto the body. Well, over your body.
It's fair.
There we go. And that's gonna be it for
He's
them,
back.
bringing us
Up there.
to
He's still in the
Andy. You are up. Chauncey's on deck.
okay, I'm gonna go up to meet Chauncey, and by that point, because the torch is down there, I'd be able to see Icon, right?
You can see Icon, and you can see this dwarf.
Okay. Oh, is he still on?
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
still,
Yeah.
he's still in there.
He's
like,
over Icon's body.
behind
He's being a
that.
little
Okay.
freak licking his dagger.
Great. I'm gonna go, if I can, straight to Icon, and spare the dying.
Really quick, spare the dying. What are the component? Is it a verbal spell?
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
verbal,
as you
somatic.
rush up to Icon, and you go to speak the words, nothing comes out.
Does that still take my action?
I will say no.
Cool.
You, as the words
I'm
came out to
realizing,
begin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Generous.
sorry, I'm just gonna move up. Amy, I don't know what's happening
I got you.
here. Okay. Then is there a way I can use my breath weapon without hitting Aiken?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that. So I need a dex save.
Can I see this from across the way?
I think you might be about to.
Important. Important.
Okay.
4.
Cool, so that fails.
That's going to be a total of 8. Or, sorry. That's
4 on the die.
A total of 11.
That still fails.
Okay.
Works both ways.
So, thank you, Erin. That is 9 points of necrotic.
9 points of necrotic. And yeah, the torch is right there, so we can't
Yeah,
do this.
and I know he can't hear me, but I am shouting lots of expletives to him in Dwarvish.
Can he read lips?
And then I'm gonna have Chauncey come up and attack as well.
Okay. We'll say for the sake of safety,
Yeah.
Chauncey's there.
Yeah,
We don't need to
cool.
move
Yeah,
right now.
let's not. Okay, great. So let's. I'm gonna do tiny die this time. That is a 17.
17 hits.
Cool. That is 6 points of force damage.
As your breath weapon reaches out, you can see his skin begin to condense and shrivel. You see his veins bulging as the necrotic energy weaves over him. And he stumbles slightly as Chauncey comes bounding in and headbutts him, launching him over the back of this as he falls,
Good.
silently screaming. And just as he comes close to the ground, you hear
Cool.
as he lays on the ground, unmoving.
Is it an action to use psionic mind to Dualthy?
To speak, if you could say it in 1 second.
Just help.
Finn, you are up. Aaron, you are on deck. Duathy, you are in the hole.
I'll rise to my feet. I'm assuming I'm in the range of the silence as well.
Was that still a...
As you push yourself up, it is quiet.
So, wordlessly,
She's casting it.
yeah,
It's
the-
her.
wordlessly flipping through the pages of my spellbook, I find the page I'm looking for and draw an icy dagger out of the pages and throw it. It's only somatic and material for ice knife.
Nice.
So still have fairy fire, so with advantage.
Okay.
Important.
Okay.
12. Plus your spell attack.
Do I roll still, or you just?
You don't have to.
18.
18 hits.
All right. So first, this is 2 rounds of damage. So first, it's the contact of the ice knife, which would be 3 plus nothing, so 3.
All right.
And then, as a secondary follow-up, it explodes, and they
Oh,
take
ice knife.
6 points. Both of these being cold. No, piercing on the first, cold on the second.
Okay. She takes all of it.
And
As it explodes, you can see the archways behind her become riddled with frost.
2 con saves.
Yeah. First one just having to beat a 10. Oh. as the dagger hits her, sound returns. Ooh.
And I will just shout to the group. I think we just got the one in the tower. And that's my turn.
Okay. Aaron, you are up. Duathi, you're on deck.
Okay, I will retreat 10 more feet, 15 feet back to get eyes. I'll hold up the crossbow and I will say, odds are against you now. 5-on-1 is not good. Yield and you can walk away in handcuffs. And I will hold an attack until her turn and see what she does.
Give me a intimidation check.
It's an 8.
Works on the body.
Was it a
We'll get back to
natural
her. We'll get to her response on her turn.
Okay.
Duathi, you are up.
Okay. So are those stairs
Are what? Stairs.
over there to my right? Are those stairs? Can I take them down?
It is a stair on the model. It is a hole in reality.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Thing is got.
Trippy.
Alright. Well, feeling a little bit stuck because I got up here kind of like a goober. I would like to.
Stuck on roof club.
I would like to get down prone and look underneath and see if I can see what is going on that Andy needs help.
Yeah, as you look down, you can see Icon on the ground, barely breathing.
Alright, I will look over towards Icon. Icon, help! And I will cast Healing Word.
Stop.
There we go. There we go.
Doch. That is only going to be 6 points of healing.
Look,
That's
it's something.
6 more than I had.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my bonus action. How healthy does this lady look?
You can try and give me a perception check from here. It's hard to tell. She's a ways away, and now covered in ice.
Don't really want to kill her. I mean, bless you.
Bless you.
I could bring her back, but it would sort of be a pain.
Well, I can bring her back.
Yeah, me
Easily.
too. You know what? I'm going to stand up and hit her one more time. Be like, I know this doesn't hit you nearly as badly, but it is funny, and I will hit her with Chill Touch again.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack roll at advantage.
Oh, no. 13. No.
13 hits.
No
Mhm.
way!
13 hits.
Okay.
Oh, I don't need to write that
It's going to be 1 point of necrotic damage.
1 point of necrotic damage.
But it was fun. So there you go. That is me.
All right. As you speak up, she steps forward, looks down at you. 5 against 1, eh? Then we'll even the odds.
Of course.
With that, she brings her hands together and pulls them apart. Now the purple it's a void. And the shadows that had been moving before begin to grow.
Oh, no!
Shadow monsters.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no!
Okay, these look really
That's
cool. But
way too
stop.
many.
I would loose my bolt at that then, I think. Is that okay, Scott?
I think,
I didn't give you a trigger, fair enough.
and I
so-
will also say, doing the intimidation check, I think, would be like,
Okay.
your action to
Okay,
make
that's fine.
to intimidate.
Okay, that changes things a lot.
But that's her. Actually, no, that was her bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So then she's gonna fire off a bolt at you, Duathi.
Okay.
It's an 18 to hit.
My armor class is only 14 with my shield on the ground.
That's gonna be 8 points of necrotic damage.
I am resistant to necrotic damage, so it will only
Okay.
be 4.
As the bolt hits Duathi, part of it wraps around her skin. But you take less.
Shake it up. It doesn't hurt me that bad either. Jesus.
Icon, you are up. Andy, you're on deck. Chauncey in the hole. Or actually, yeah. Icon, you are up. Andy, you are on deck.
Flippin' hell. Okay. I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up. And I just chucked my spear out a window. That's vibes. So I think what I'm gonna do is, as I stand up, I'm gonna kneel and lift myself up with my shield. And in doing that, I'm gonna cast Bless on Duathi, Andy, and Finn.
Okay.
So you each have a D4 to attacks and saving throws.
Thank you.
Oh, I actually needed to make a concentration check.
Go ahead.
On Fairy Fire. Nice. Come on.
With the rest of my movement, I'll get onto the back patio,
Just barely though.
the back staircase,
Okay.
because I don't think I can get any further with 20 feet. From
Do
where
you want me
I
to
am.
throw him up there?
Yeah.
And Chauncey's in the room right now, technically.
Yeah.
Is Chauncey in the
I'm
room
just
with
gonna just,
Chauncey knocked the first one
Oh, yeah.
head over heels.
I was speaking in memes.
Oh.
I heard that.
Chauncey in the room with us right now.
Yeah, so
Oh, that stupid movie.
I'm just gonna start making my way down to the ground floor, but
Okay.
that's all I can do on this turn.
That is going to bring us to Andy and Chauncey.
Okay, it seems like the guy is down, right?
You heard. Actually,
I
you wouldn't
heard
have
an
heard
oof.
anything. You wouldn't have heard.
Oh,
it was
right.
only Aaron who would have heard
Oh.
the scream and the crumple. The rest of you still just heard silence.
Okay, so I don't know. Okay, and I probably won't see
It's only the one.
down there.
Well, I shouted
Yeah.
when the
Yeah.
silence ended. And I did shout that I think it's just the one across in the tower.
Okay.
So.
I'm like, where am I? On the edge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I hit one of these shadows that's close by with my hammer?
What's the range on the hammer?
I think 60 is the far away. Yeah, 2060.
Yeah, the one nearest you is within range of your 20.
Okay. And then I add a D4, right?
Yes.
The attack. Yeah.
That is cocked. Okay, so that's 16.
16 does hit.
Okay. That's 7 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then Chauncey was at the edge, right?
Yes.
Could he just jump down and go after that one that I just hit?
He absolutely could.
Cool.
If he leaps down, it's a 10-foot drop.
Okay.
So he's going to take some
he's-
damage.
Oh, okay.
Takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But
And the ground takes 6
I was gonna say.
Seriously.
Oh, he's in
He's
the
way in the
doorway.
back.
Okay.
Should have seen the
Here.
other guy.
Switch.
thank you. As he lands on the ground right in front of the shadow.
And I'll have him attack.
Okay.
We need to make Chauncey into a siege ram.
That's an 18.
An 18 hits.
I guess he doesn't. And that is a 10 points of force damage.
As Chauncey smashes into the shadow, its form, you can see its featureless face widen as it then wraps around itself. And the shadow then flickers through the air. It's a darkened cloth floating towards the dwarf. It wraps around her body.
Oh, gotcha. Interesting. Why is she doing what she's doing?
Okay.
She needs a hug from the shadows every time one dies, I guess.
So say we all.
Support,
That's it.
emotional support channel.
Is that it for Chauncey?
He's not near anyone, right? Yeah, no.
It's near
so
a body.
That's fine.
All right. That's then going to bring us to the shadows. This one is going to come over to Aaron and is going to attempt to give you a hug.
Okay.
It's going to be a 15 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. As it slowly lumbers towards you, it reaches its arms out, and you feel yourself darting back, and as you leap back, its form matches your speed. And in that moment, you pull up the energy as the stained glass from your amulet stops it in its motion to try and grab you. That is that for that one. This one is going to move up to Chauncey and try and wrap around him.
Oh, there's more than I thought.
Yeah, there's 4.
That is a 24 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's going to be 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And Chauncey's strength is reduced by 2.
Oh boy.
Brutal.
Sorry, what does that mean?
His strength score goes
Yeah.
down by 2.
6, 7, 8, 9,
So if
10.
his attack is with his strength,
Oh.
the modifier would go down by 1.
So now as bits of the shadow are now working its way into
Okay.
Chauncey's body.
Okay.
And then this one
Stay away from my
No.
boy.
No.
And my
is able
friend.
to reach
Nope.
up. As it hits the side of the wall, Aaron, you're actually able to see it comes up to the wall and then merges into it. As you see, part of the shadow against the wall becomes thicker as it climbs up the wall and then reemerges out from the shadows from this side, directly by you, Duathi.
Hello.
Its face, empty eye sockets, and an open, empty mouth. It's an 11 to hit.
That's not it.
Okay. Oh.
You know, it does actually, because thank you.
Wait, what was the question?
It's been
I
so
couldn't
long.
hear.
Sorry, I was asking if anything happens once
it-
it enters.
Oh, gotcha.
Duathi's
That's
force
right. Actually,
sphere.
hold on,
Nice.
let me
Okay.
double check exactly when that is.
I couldn't remember.
You're quite right. Hold on. Thank you. Because I've been up here this whole dang time. Move into a space within 10 feet of me. I'm going to use my work. It's probably not going to do anything, but for science, if it could make a con save,
That is going to be a 3.
that is a fail.
Okay.
It is going to take 2 points of necrotic damage.
And as you are there, the spores, though still invisible, you know that they are there, and it seems unaffected by them.
I sort of
Forgot
had
that
a.
was also-
Yeah. Okay, well, that was good of science. I will then look back at it and go,
That is going to be it for the shadows, which then brings us back to the top of the round. Finn, you are up. Aaron, you're on deck. Duathi, you're in the hole.
Fairy Fire still up on
Fairy
our
Fire is still
dwarf
up.
in the tower.
You're blessed.
And I'm blessed. What are the odds they cast silence again? I'm going to do another ice knife with my last spell slot here.
hit her hard. Hit her
okay.
hard.
Yeah, so with the advantage first and the bless. Well, that's a lot. Soft 20 plus my modifier is 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. And then that'll be 6 points. Oh, yes. 6 points of the piercing damage.
Mhm.
Then it explodes for 12 points
Okay.
of cold.
Nice.
As the 6 points hit, she... And you can see part of the shadow begin to fade. And as it explodes, there is a eruption of ice and shards. And as the dust of chill fades, you see a shadow is in her place. As she has swapped
Oh.
Oh, son of a bitch.
with that one.
What
and that
the
one will
fuck?
take, how much damage was it?
Wow. 12 points of cold.
And that one takes 12 points of cold damage.
That's some cool shit.
Damn.
Do I see just this swap, or do I also see where where she ended up.
You don't see it. Oh wait, no, she has fairy fire. Yeah, you see exactly where she is.
Okay.
She's down in front of Chauncey.
Great. She's out of the tower. She's down on the ground, and I will then drop prone.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That is going to bring us to Aaron. You are up. Duathi, you're on deck.
GM, help me out. I can't see the minis. How close are the two dwarves to each other?
They are 10 feet away from each other with
I
Chauncey in the
will
middle.
Bonus action, disengage
Okay.
from the shadow in front of me and run 30 feet towards her.
Okay. 30 feet will get you right next to her.
And I will, as I'm doing so, draw my rapier and take an attack at her back.
Okay.
I'll use Booming Blade on this attack.
Okay.
So because she's got Fairy Fire, this will be an advantage. That's what we got. That was going to be an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
So I will get sneak attack on that. Is going to be another 7 points of damage.
Okay. As you can see, the shadow that is enveloping her fades just little wisps of blackness around her, but it is still there.
Shadow shield.
And she's still 10 feet from the down dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bonus action, disengage, movement, action to attack. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Duathi, you are up.
How far is it down to the ground from where I'm standing? On the way down to the ground.
If it's a straight down, it's 20 feet. Angled to get next to her, 25 feet.
That is fine by me. I'm going to look at this creature next to me and go, I think we're just going to be trading blows that neither of us really feel all day. So, I'm going to leave you to have a nice, happy, scary time. You are very unpleasant. And then I'm going to teleport down.
Oops.
Do you want to be next to Chauncey or basically in the place that will flank with Aaron, or...
I mean, she's got fairy fire on her, but let's give Aaron the flanking, just for the giggles.
right in front of her?
Suddenly feeling very exposed here. laying on
As
the
your
ground.
skeletal form, your ghostly form apparates in front of her.
And I'll go, but you I can hit. And I'm going to then dislodge my jaw again as it smiles up, and just these ghostly, sharp, angler fish-looking teeth will sprout out of my jaws. So I'm going to take a bite at her.
Okay.
That is going to be a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
This is going to be 5 points of acid damage.
Points of acid damage. You'd see the last wisp of the shadow fades away as then acid coats her body. That one hurt her as she winces. And looks up at you and she smiles. You see similar fangs. Metallic.
Oh, you son of a...
Cool.
That's just neat.
Anything else from you, Duathi?
I believe that is about as much as I can do.
Okay. That she steps back slightly, reaches down to her belt, and as she whips her hand forward, there is a blackened spark as suddenly a whirlwind of black fire erupts. I need a dexterity saving throw from Duathi, Chauncey, Andy, and Finn.
D4s to Andy and
Dex save.
Finn.
That's a big.
Actually, wait, let me double check something really quick. It might not catch Finn.
I'd be impressed if it did, but I'll roll it for you if you want it.
No, actually, it's just gonna catch Duathi, Chauncey, and Andy. Then you feel the heat lapping up towards you.
Oh. That's a 19 for me.
Okay.
That is a 12. I've gone with the
8 for Chauncey.
An 8 for Chauncey. That is a fail for Chauncey and Duathi. Andy, that is a success. Oh wow, rolling very poorly. Duathi and Chauncey each take 7 fire damage.
I am resistant to all damage in my current form, so I will take 3 damage.
All right.
Nice.
Yes.
And Andy, you take 3.
I'm going to roll concentration. Ugh. No.
D4?
No, this will help.
Gotta beat a 10.
9.
Oh! Fairy fire goes down max.
And it was good while it lasted.
As fairy fire fades, in this blackened fire that has emanated from her, the green then vanishes, and Finn and Andy, you can no longer see her.
Dang it.
That is then going to bring us to Icon. You are up. Andy, you are on deck.
But I know where she was last.
Yes.
Okay.
I would.
Surrounded by your friends.
Right.
I'd like to run around the building using my full movement.
Okay. Would someone
How close
mind
could I get?
moving?
Were we still on the landing, or were we cheating that so that we didn't have to put the mini inside?
30.
I mean, I had 20 feet of movement left from standing up, so I don't.
I would recommend going this way since it's where you threw your spear.
45 feet of movement?
35.
35 feet of movement. 35 feet of movement will get you either here or here.
This side, please.
All right.
Here. Yeah.
And
Teamwork.
she's within 10 feet of me. And I'm gonna say, I suggest you stay, and I'm going to use Channel Divinity for Nature's Wrath. And some brambles grow up, kind of mixing with your necrotic vibe. And I need a strength or dexterity saving throw, DC 13.
Okay. Ooh, okay. That is going to be a 5.
Oh,
It is
come on.
restrained. And
Okay.
it can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's my action. Oh man, I can't wait until I can actually do bonus actions with stuff. And
September.
yeah, I'm just gonna stand there and leave my friends to it.
All right. Duathi, you are up. Or wait, I'm sorry.
No,
No,
I was
me.
about to say no.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm no.
Andy, you are
Yeah.
up. Chauncey's on deck. Finn, you're in the hole.
I assume there's rubble near me that I could use.
All around you, yes.
Great. I'm going to. I know I don't know where she is, but I know where she was. So I'm going to catapult a piece of rubble towards her. I need a dex save.
Let me check something really quick.
She is restrained and she has disadvantage on dex saves. And attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
So this isn't an attack roll. This is she has to make a save. But
Just
hold on.
kidding.
We're seeing if we can do
Object
catapult
flies in a
lines.
straight
Let's
line in a
see.
direction that you choose. So, what object are you choosing? Not about. This isn't about her. This is about what is it you're throwing at her?
A piece of rubble.
That's by you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you please roll a percentage die for me?
Oh boy. It's like shooting friends in a barrel.
Uh-huh.
What is that? A 12?
12.
Okay. She is going to make a dexterity check. Duathi, I also need you to make a dexterity save.
Disadvantage for her.
That is going to be a 10.
That
Then-
fails.
Got to hit the D4. Oh, now I roll good. Sure. That is a 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saves, fails.
So essentially, the rubble that you've picked up that you can see by you, you fling it in a straight line towards her. Unfortunately, in this straight line is part of Duathi.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage. I believe...
It's 3d8.
So, Duathi, you're going to take half of this damage.
I will take half of half.
That's right.
I'm a ghost.
Half a half.
Okay, so that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
12 points. I will take 3. Yay.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You hear you hear a crackle of broken rock and 2 winces of pain.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them much more severe than the other.
Cool.
Andy, anything else on your turn?
That's my turn. On Chauncey's turn, he's gonna mend himself.
Okay.
So that's he heals for 11 points.
Okay.
Nice, Johnson.
That's then going to bring us to Finn. You are up. Aaron, you're on deck. Duathi, you're in the hole.
All right. So from staying down in this prone position, I would crawl towards the edge
Mhm.
of the roof. How far that is?
You're pretty much there already.
Okay. I will spend my action using Mage Hand
Okay.
to pick up my torch, and then drop it
Oh, yeah.
off the ledge down
What's the range on
by
Mage
the
Hand?
grass. It's 30
You can
feet.
move it to... Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I wouldn't have to get it very far into the grass, but I'm just trying to kick the light out that direction.
As you do, the mage hand drops the torch basically right next to Duathi, and it illuminates everyone.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Then from my position, would I be able to like pivot my way around and like drop down the ledge in a controlled kind of fall?
Yeah, it'd be an athletics check of just lowering yourself.
You swam?
No, not blessed. It's an ability check.
Yeah, it's saving throws and attacks.
That's a nat 20.
For a total of
21.
21.
Game.
Calisthenics
As you hold
paying
this-
off.
That's why we do them.
I think I know how to do this. And you think back to younger days of playing around. You're like, all right, you reverse grip it and just flip yourself over and land on your feet.
Looked way cooler than I planned.
From down below, Aaron just gives you a...
Yeah, Andy's slow clapping. Just slow clapping.
I bonus action bow, and that's my turn.
Bowing is a bonus action.
Aaron, you are up. Duathi, you're on deck.
As the vines kind of creep around her ankles and bind her arms to her, I'm thinking now that the torchlight is at her feet, I get a glimpse of those fangs in her mouth, and I'm just gonna grab hold of her by the lapel.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look at her and say, "Let me return you to your natural state."
And as the blade goes in, go ahead and make an attack roll at advantage.
Natural 20.
Come on.
And a natural 1.
Important. Wait, just kidding.
Roll the damage for me.
Yeah. This is booming blade and sneak attack. Yes. That is going to be 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. As the blade goes in, you see her smile and the glint of the metal in her mouth as the darkness of the branches gripping her become darker and darker. Your blade, as suddenly her face becomes the featureless form of one of her shadows.
Ah!
Yep.
Oh, this jerk.
Oh.
She just
Wait.
switches.
Out of the brambles and everything.
The bramble is now holding on
matter.
to the shadow, and it takes 14 points of damage.
Yes, 14 points of damage.
Dang it.
Okay.
How far is she from me?
About 20 feet behind you.
Excuse you.
Bonus action dash
Okay.
to her.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll end my turn.
She looks at you and looks at the shadow. Just, my natural form is beautiful. And she bites.
Oh no.
Come
Oh no.
Wait. I'm scared and excited.
And as she's smiling at you, you see bubbling
Fucking bitch.
as it begins to eat part of her face away. And she falls to the ground.
Yeah.
With that, all of the shadows just vanish.
Is it my turn now? I would like to cast healing word.
I can, if you don't need to waste a spell. I have a cantrip.
Now in these ruins, 2 corpses at your feet. You were able to still see the outline of the journal in the satchel by the man.
Actually, I can't.
Oh, you lost.
I had to drop concentration for Mind Spike, which also I assume when he went down, that went away too. So
Mhm. So as you look down at his body, you see the satchel resting next to him, knowing the journal is in there. You've made it to the ruins that you wanted to see.
oh boy.
Are we
And with
safe?
that, we are going to end tonight's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here again next week
Uh-huh.
to go over the aftermath of this encounter and spend a little bit of time here thinking about what happened. We'll see you then. Bye, everyone.